with it, you know? Explain to me how the Harbinger refers to Jenova, please. I'll pull up the scene. See if I can find it. There's only one time that, like, Sephiroth slash Jenova, which are very much similar things, they're very similar things, right? Jenova and Sephiroth are essentially like one within this game scene. There is a scene in Advent Children. The only other time the term Harbinger is used in Final Fantasy VII, like, lore, and it comes from Vincent. We can all agree this game's taking a lot of stuff from Advent Children. Let's see if this comes through on audio.
We'll see. Tortured? They had it coming. They got their hands on Jenova's head.
Then when Kadaj says he's looking for Mother...
Heaven's Dark Harbinger. The Calamity. Jenova.
Right? Jenova's already been referred to as from Vincent, right? This is coming from Vincent, the character that is probably more fucking connected to what Jenova is than anyone in the story. He refers to it, Calamity's Dark Harbinger. You think it's just a coincidence? If that's just a coincidence, then all this shit we've been big braining for the past week is just a coincidence. Oh wait, it was all confirmed moments ago when it was all translated. Right? Dude, God, I fucking hate how every character talks in this movie. You're not alone, okay? I'm completely with you. Characters are dumb in this movie. They're not good. But there's some information that can be pulled about what's going on. There's definitely, like, if you don't think these are references of where they're going with this story and what it means, dude, we've been doing this for the past few days and we literally just got confirmation of it. If you think that this is all just coincidence, it feels like it's very direct. Like, they want you to replay the game. They want you to make these connections. That's the whole, they want to give you something to do for 3 fucking years until the next game comes out to eventually come to some conclusion. And to be honest, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Did they give any sense of Sephiroth in the book? The book is still being translated. The book is 700 plus pages long, right? They're still going through that book. So we don't even know where this shit is, when all this shit is going to be taking place. Like, we don't even know what the hell else they're going to find, because they just translated what Aerith knows, and they just translated what the Zack ending is. And it already very much alludes to all the same shit we've been predicting.
I can't believe this is happening.
If you would all just please calm down.
Hey, what the hell's going
Pop
on?
it, damn.
Come on. There's no need to shout.
Popular place.
Yeah, well, it's got a good view of the reactor.
It's
I don't see the reactor here. It's weird.
They know that. Don't worry.
I don't think you're getting an announcement of part 2
Huh? Yeah,
until like 2021-ish.
On your way home from the church?
that's right.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. Did any debris hit the church?
Not debris, no.
That's something at
This
least.
dude
But
fell
you
in.
may not be so lucky next time.
Hey, you know a way to get topside other than the train?
Sorry, can't say I do.
Aerith, we gotta put some materia on you. We've been sitting here getting big brain confirmations, and it's getting kind of crazy. But on to the comments on shorter installments. It seems like they don't know, like, they're taking the development as they go. And even Kitase mentions a trilogy, but they don't know exactly, right? I think Nomura is feeling the pressure that his games take way too fucking long to come out. But to me, if the next game feels as lengthy and full as this, if the next game is another 35-hour quest that potentially ends at us at like Temple of the Ancients and something, and is like a full game just like this, then that's okay. right? I'm okay with that. I don't want them to rush it. In fact, I do not. I'd actually much prefer if this was a trilogy instead of a quadrilogy. I'd actually think this entire series, not just because of 3 discs. I don't think the 3 discs thing relates it to like a trilogy, because in my end, part 2 ends like sort of in the middle of disc 2. I think this feels like this should be not 7 games. No, I don't think this should be 7 parts. If it's gonna be 7 parts, all right. If we get 7 full Final Fantasy 7s and we're playing this shit till like, goddamn, like, I don't even know. Like, I think that's kind of crazy. I think a trilogy makes a lot of sense. And considering how much they've already put into this one, right? Imagine, because this game clearly has like a lot of missions that try to like make Midgar as big as possible. And some people think it's like padding, even though there's only some parts of this game that are clearly padding, like revisiting the sewers and shit. But imagine if the next game mostly went to like brand new areas, like visually different areas than Midgar. And you had a game with enough variety between Calm, Chocobo Ranch, Killing the Snake, Mithril Caves, the Fort Condor, Junion, Costa del Sol, like all these places that don't have to be giant towns, just like small towns. Like Costa del Sol is a small town, but Golden Saucer and Junion, big towns. Golden Saucer, Junion, and Nibelheim all have to be big towns. Even, I'd say even Red 13's hometown doesn't need to be that big. It doesn't have to be huge. It has to be like maybe a mid-size. And even Corel's a small town, right? And how I say Junion? I'm gonna say Junion. Because I say I lived in Port Juino my whole life. If you think it's Hunyan, we'll find out. Everyone thought it was Mako. Everyone was saying you're pronouncing Mako wrong. It's Mako. And look what happened. But yeah, like, I think... I don't think the next game's gonna end at Nibelheim. Like, I don't think that's gonna happen. I just don't. I don't see the story of our characters going in that direction for that being... That's like the first reveal, right? I don't think something that's gonna happen. Sorry. I don't. About the Crisis Core pronunciation of Junon? Is it Junon? It's like June-on. I like Junion. I want to see Sid. I think you're gonna see all the main characters in the next game. I think they're all gonna fucking be there. I think there's gonna be an overworld. I think there's going to be a map for you to traverse with like fucking vehicles, just like Tiny Bronco and all that shit. I think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen. A lot of people don't have any faith, right? And here's the reason why people don't have any faith, chat. People are instead taking this game, instead of this game as the perspective of what faith they should have for the future, but they're taking the ending which can be very similar to other stuff Square has done. Instead of looking at this game from the big scope, they're looking at the little scope of what happens at the end and thinking that that's what is going to represent the future. And I get why people think that way. You know, from a lot of the hardcore Final Fantasy like YouTube channels to the hardcore people that follow all these Final Fantasy games, I'm not one of them, dude. I'm not one of them. Like, I have been a very casual Final Fantasy quote-unquote fan. To be honest, the only Final Fantasy I really like is 7 and Tactics. And the other ones I think are pretty good. I could feel the way that people discuss this shit. They are coming from a burned background. They are coming from a background where they have been burned by Square Enix. Where their favorite games, where they've waited 15 years for their next game, where they've waited so long for all this shit. I love Final Fantasy 15. I think it's fantastic. But it's super clear that that game, even on the Royale version, which fixes a ton of shit, has huge storytelling problems. Has huge issues with throughout the entire game of pacing and stuff like that. Giant fucking issues. Like, I feel that these guys that are like super hardcore, not just with FF7, because I'm hardcore with FF7. I'm not hardcore with like, with any of these games, like from Kingdom Hearts to Dragon's Quest to like any of this shit. I'm not. I like 7. And I'm super satisfied with what they did with this game. I'm actually it over-delivered for me. But I can feel the fervor of a lot of hardcore Square Enix fans because they've been burned so much for the past decade. Like, I get it. I completely understand. So they're not really looking at this game's like large scope, like I said, the 95% that was really good. They're only noticing the 5% and how similar that 5% is to the other insane, crazy, convoluted bullshit that permeated the storytelling and the lore of their other games for years. They can't fucking stand it. They're like, oh my god, it's happening again. These motherfuckers, it's happening again. And they're pissed. So I get it. Like, I get it. The thing is, that's why we need part 2, right? That's actually why we need part 2 of FF7 Remake. To sort of prove the fact that, no, we got this under control. This is where we're going with this. It's actually going to be even crazier than you thought, and in a good way. Not just through story, but actually through gameplay, right? Actually through environments, actually through this stuff. And chat, how do you make this observation? I'm a fucking Capcom fan, dude. I'm a Capcom fan. I went through the entire of the mid-2010s as a Capcom fan, where almost everything in the mid-2010s as a Capcom fan fucking sucked. And they weren't doing anything right. And I made it through that shit. To the point at which where it seems like things are going pretty good right now. So it has been a rough road. And what has that done to me? What has that done to me? I give Capcom credit, but do I give them the benefit of the doubt? I absolutely don't. Oh fuck, dude, do I not? Because who am I the most critical of all these companies? We just played through RE3, and I couldn't stop myself from being so critical of the game, even though I didn't think it was that bad. Like, I had issues, but I couldn't stop myself from being so critical about it, even though it's really not that bad of a game. It's like a 7 or an 8. But I can't help it because I hold these motherfuckers to a higher standard. I hold them up to the standard that I've held them since I was a goddamn kid, and I love their shit. And it's fucked up my skew of them. It's not out of anger or spite, it's out of admiration that I feel that they should hit these plateaus, and they need to. That's where these Square Enix fans are coming from. These are the same people that grew up with Final Fantasy VI, that grew up with Chrono Trigger, that grew up with FF7, that grew up with Final Fantasy V, 4, 3, 2, 1, like all these games. And they hold them to this higher executional standard. And when these little things start permeating into their games, like the ending of FF7, it hits them, it reminds them of all the problems that they've been dealing with Square games for the past like 10 years. I get it. I genuinely get it. It's just from my perspective of somebody that isn't a huge Square Enix fan and hasn't had to deal with all that shit, or I've just been like, you know what, I'll just ignore FF15 till the Royale version comes out. To me, this doesn't seem that crazy. It honestly doesn't. It doesn't seem like the majority, people really aren't putting the whole perspective of the game into perspective, that the majority of this game was actually pretty fucking good. That they nailed the combat, they nailed the music, the game looks incredible, the environments clearly aren't good, but the things that they needed to do that I thought they were going to fail, they killed it. They did it super well. Blows my mind how good they did. Yo, dude. Well, to be honest, dude, the N64 textures aren't the whole game. There's 3 levels. There's 3 chapters where the textures are big issues. Where they actually are like, this is a bug, right? How is the rest of the game how does the rest of the game look so good, and then all of a sudden this doesn't? You know? So I think the textures are definitely a thing that notches down the overall visuals of the game, but the art direction carries it. Because this game has such great art direction, it makes like some of the lackluster textures and shit that you have to run around and Unreal Engine shit not nearly as bad. If the textures were like that throughout the entire game, throughout the whole game, yes, it would be a problem. But it's like 1/7 or 1/8 the game that actually has these weird texture problems. And we just ran through the area that has the worst of it, to be honest. We just saw it. Gotta keep my... I love these conversations, by the way, chat. Right? I love these conversations. I think the reason why everyone is talking about this so much is that this game has made a lot of people feel shit. And I don't mean that in terms of just like nostalgia. I think there's a lot of people that were like connected to characters, and suddenly when those characters are thrown in a weird situation that doesn't make any sense, people are like, fuck, I feel betrayed. Like, what the fuck is going on? And it's very easy to get absorbed into the things that suck instead of the things that were super good. And I get it. Like, I completely understand. And that's why this game critically is reviewing very well, right? That's why even the people that don't like the ending are like, you know what, I don't like the ending, but can I rate this game poorly? I can't. 9 out of 10. Majority reviews are like 9 out of 10. I can't, like, it's clearly not perfect, and the level design is PS2 era level shit, but it makes up for it in the things that it does super well. Do I still want to do bladed staff? I hella don't. I hella don't. Level up reinforced staff. Kinda like the way Mithril Rod looks. Chat, what's arguably the best staff for Aerith? Does anyone have any big brain theories? Did I watch the Donkey review? I saw some bits of it, yeah. He seems to feel the same about the game as he does the original FF7. Mithril? Really? Everyone says Mithril. Is that the magic boost? Most magic powerful. That makes sense. That makes sense. God damn, dude, I just got fucking goosebumps talking about this shit. Game could have come out and it would have been like a 6 out of 10. Right? That's like, and I prepared myself for that fucking timeline. I did. I prepared myself for the fact that maybe FF7 Remake Part 1 has to suck ass so that Part 2 and Part 3 doesn't. Maybe they have to be, maybe Square Enix needs to be hammered in the head by fans and critics alike, and maybe even sales, that this game did not live up to the expectations. It's a 6 out of 10. You have to fix that for the next games. Right? That didn't happen. It didn't happen. Maybe for some people, right? Maybe for some people. Yeah, in an alternate timeline, FF7 Remake came out and it's like a 5 or a 6 out of 10. It hits some nostalgic beats, but it just lacks the things that make Final Fantasy VII so good. That would have been, that's the alternate timeline in my brain. Ooh. MP regen 50% boost? Give me that shit. Whatever it costs. You wish you could have seen more of Midgar? Right, I mean, I do. Like, I want more. I actually want more. But we got to see upper plates. We got to... People forget, like, you didn't see a lot of the upper plates of Midgar. Dude, all of Chapter 2 was nothing but roaming around the giant cities of Midgar. Did you forget because all the action was in your face and you were being chased by dickheads the whole time? Dude, Chapter 2 was fucking dope. I'm upgrading the wrong staff, you're right. Fuck. Like, Chapter 2 was sick. Chapter 4 was essentially more of the same. So they had they had at least like 2 to 3 solid hours of just upper plate visiting. And did I want more of it? I did, right? I liked it. They actually added another mission side thing of you racing and shit. Like, to be honest, Chapter 2 was what I wanted out of more upper plate stuff. That's really what I wanted. Like, to actually see the impact that you have on Midgar. Like, fuck, dude. Yeah, and that's what I think, Snapping Monkey, right? I think this game, with not, like, completely understanding exactly what's going on with the ending, it actually makes you want to play FF7. It's kind of crazy how many people, after beating this game, I watch on Twitch play the original FF7 after. They're like, you know what, I haven't played Final Fantasy VII in like 10 years. Kind of want a refresher after playing that. I want more of this world. And they go play the original. I think that's like part of the plan. I think they're trying to get you to buy the classic. I honestly do. Whoa, this has very few. Oh. I am right now. Everyone's saying they fucking, that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm playing the OG PS1 discs right now. Right? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, to me, that makes... It feels that, like, they want you to be familiar with this world. Because they almost want you to be familiar so that they can surprise you. Right? Be familiar so that when you think this is gonna happen, maybe something different happens. Maybe what you thought was supposed to happen doesn't happen. Then it happens later. Or we don't know because there's no stupid fucking plot ghosts that are gonna be making sure shit happens anymore. They're gone. This is very expensive, by the way. You wish you saw the basement in 7th Heaven. I've seen a lot of people complain about that, yeah. I wanted to go down there too. Missing a whole 4 SP. God. So Mithril Rod just doesn't get the slots. Oh, dude, I need... Okay. Alright. I get it. So is it Sephiroth who's fucking with us or Genova in FF7 Remake? I think it's both. I think Sephiroth and Genova have essentially become one. If you look at what happens in Advent Children, like what makes Sephiroth get upgraded in Advent Children, Kadaj, like absorbs the head of Genova. Like literally shoves the shit into his chest, and it manifests Sephiroth. You gotta... With that in mind, the Sephiroth we're dealing with, it has the same, like, thought process and consciousness as that Sephiroth. Genova and Sephiroth are kind of like, instead of Genova puppeting Sephiroth now, they're kind of like one and the same in many ways. They're sort of like linked now. So now they're like working together. Or maybe Sephiroth's overtaken Genova? Like, I don't know. I don't know. But it's setting that shit up already. You were under the impression that Genova was fully in control of Sephiroth for the entirety of the game. You mean the original? By the original, maybe, until like the very end. I mean, it seems like they're working together. But yeah, you gotta remember that in the original game, Sephiroth cuts off the head of Genova and gets tossed into the live stream with Genova's fucking head. And then that head shows up in Advent Children in the Northern Crater. So Sephiroth is essentially like separated from the head of Genova, which is the most powerful part. We don't know. Like, these are actually presumptions, right? What was I gonna do? Materia time. So, I think I'm gonna make Cloud the beater-upper. The beat-em-upper? I think most of the enemies we're gonna fight around here are, barrier. Shit. Aerith with prayer doesn't make any sense. I think Cloud with prayer makes a lot more sense. Anyway, let's do the things we need to do. Number 1, healing materia. Chakra on Cloud. You need some revival on you, Aerith. Everyone's gotta have rev. Might as well have an element, and that element's probably gonna be fire. Let's give you Magnify Barrier, too. This seems like a good idea. Barrier seems very valuable in hard mode. Chat, I just have to say, I appreciate you. That Jack, thank you for the 777s, dude. I appreciate your musings. And your musings of this game with me. Like, I really do. Because this, FF7 Original, still is my favorite game of all time. Absolutely is. The only reason I like this game so much is because FF7 Original exists. And the fact that there's so many people that, like, that this game resonated with them as much as it resonated with me is super fucking cool. Like, I know that this game caused, like, a lot of fervor with some people, because there was no way it was going to live up to the expectations of everybody. It's too fucking popular. It's just too goddamn popular. Let's get auto-cure out of here. Ooh, steadfast block, yeah. It's been crazy, right? It's been crazy talking to friends and talking to people on podcasts and making them realize these little things that they might have missed throughout the game. And yeah, to be frank, before Final Fantasy VII Remake was announced back in 2015, there was a lot of hate on FF7, right? There was a lot of people that didn't, that said FF7 was, like, overrated and shit. And they're like, no, that game's not that good. There's a lot of that shit. And it's been something else for a game that's as popular as this to be so ingrained in pop culture, right? Like, Cloud is Mr. RPG, the character, in many ways. That when the game was re-announced, it sort of reinvigorated everyone's, like, passion for FF7. Everyone that was, like, sort of remained quiet about how they feel about FF7, all of a sudden came back, and they were able to, myself included, hold the game an example of how big of an impact this game really had. How important it was to video games. How much it means to people. Like, how fucking crazy this game actually is. And that all happened after this game got announced. And the cool part is that bringing people back to those observations again after the game is over, even though they might not have liked it, has been genuinely fun. Where they realize that, fuck, this is actually gonna be super fucking cool. Aerith, you not having enough materia slots is causing a huge, huge problem. I'm gonna take steadfast block off Cloud. Where's my other elemental? Oh, right here. I need elemental fire. We got those maxed out. I need more manuscripts. Yeah, I'm gonna look for them. Yeah, I gotta wait till, like, her level weapons up. Level weapons up, or, you know what I mean. Yeah, shut up. I need to keep this on here because we gotta level it up. Deadly dodge, revival, elemental fire, prayer, time, HP up, HP up. Yo, Chewy Lem, thank you for the 10 gift subs, dude. Anon is saying Silver Staff is Aerith's best weapon. MP regen of 50% and 20% MP cost. Arcane Scepter just has higher magic attack. No real bonuses. So you're telling me if I use Silver Staff, I can actually cast magic a lot more. That's why I appreciate Final Fantasy Tahoe, Final Fantasy XIV. Makes references to all the previous Final Fantasy games. That's why I genuinely love Final Fantasy XIV. As someone that has played it not a ton, right? I've played a bit of it. What they turned Final Fantasy XIV into is exactly what they should have. They turned that game into Final Fantasy Disneyland. It's just like Final Fantasy All-Stars. It's such a fucking good idea. Just fuck it, everything. We're just gonna, you can go to Final Fantasy X-ville, you can go to, like, Final Fantasy, a little bit of FF7, here's a little bit of Tactics, here's a little bit of Final Fantasy 12, we're just gonna sprinkle it out, here's some bosses from all those games. Why? Fuck it, you can check it out if you want, you don't have to do it. It's, like, super fan servicey, right? Like, it feels like... Isn't that Dissidia, though? Sort of, like... Dissidia really went off the rails once it wasn't on PSP, dude. Like, I can't... It's hard for me to defend, like, the new Dissidia game with all that stuff. Prodigy, thanks for the 10, dude. I think I want to put time. Oh, shit. Do I have MP Absorb? Did I ever get MP Absorb, chat? It's blue. I did. MP Absorb? I gotta try this. I have to. Even if I lose Deadly Dodge. NP Absorb Poison, I hear is fucking great. So, we don't need to do Mithril Saber on Cloud anymore. We don't, because he's not Magic Man right now. That went to Aerith. In fact, I think Cloud... In fact... Jesus Christ, dude. I love the Buster Sword. I just love it. Thinking about doing HP to get my HP back up. Yeah, I've done HP Absorb with Deadly Dodge. It's actually not bad. No, we were doing Mithril Blade because Blade Beam with Mithril Blade is crazy. It does so much fucking damage. We were running into enemies that, this is a tough fight. I just Blade Beam all of them and they're just fucking dead. Does prayer scale off magic? Does it? I didn't know if it did. It seemed like it didn't. But if it does, I'll swap it. HP Absorb enemy skill, really? It does. Okay, I'll make sure Aerith gets it then. I'm actually gonna do this HP thing because Buster Sword gives the most HP of all the weapons. I wish the Iron Blade didn't look so shitty. John Cullen, thank you for the 25, man. Did you know that War of the Lions is available on mobile? You can play it entirely on your phone? Really? Not an ad. If they were to remake another Final Fantasy game, what would you want to see? You say Final Fantasy X? I think if they could remake another Final Fantasy game in the same vein that they remade this, or they're remaking this, Jack, thanks, man. It's 6. Right? I think the only other Final Fantasy game that has, like, as intriguing a world and sort of characters and mechanics that if you really could... Because, right, like, original FF7's pretty crude looking. It's got some great visuals at times, but it's pretty crude looking. Final Fantasy X, I feel like for them to completely remake it, it's still not a bad looking game. Like, even the remasters of that game make it still look pretty decent. In terms of, like, crazy visual upgrade, I really think it's 6. I think if there's one game, recreate, you know, walking around in Magitech armor through the snow and shit, with that fucking music, it's like... There's too many great moments in 6, right? I feel, if there's a... I don't know, just me. I feel like the Final Fantasy games that have the most resonating individual moments, just like super fucking iconic moments, is 7 and 6. They just have so many great sequences that I just love. And I think 6 is good, but I'm not like the biggest fan in the world of it. FF14 is pretty much FF6. I know, right? You even fight fucking Kefka. They even have the big-ass Kefka fight, dude. What else could you want? Debating what to use. Y'all sleeping on an FF11 remake? That shit has been in development for a long time. FF11 Mobile has been in development for like 3 years or some shit. We just barely hear anything about it. It's probably vaporware at this point. But yeah, FF7, I'm sorry, FF11, I hope FF11 mobile comes out. If that shit happens, I'll play it. I'll give it a shot. Yo, lame cat Selena, thank you. Yeah, Kefka's in Final Fantasy XIV. I've seen people fight it. I've seen people climb the goddamn tower. Nail bat run? I'm not entirely against that. Wow. There's some huge brain bonuses up there. 250 HP. Am I interested in Elden Ring at all? Super fucking interested! Super fucking interested! I live for Miyazaki and his level design. I live for it. I fucking love it. Oh my god, Chad, did you guys see the mod that someone did for Sekiro? Bitches are so next level now that people have gotten into the files of the PlayStation 4 FF7 and they ripped Cloud's model. And they stuck Cloud's model over Wolf in Sekiro. And it's Cloud, and it looks fucking good. And his mouth actually animates and shit. It looks super good. It's kind of like shocking how good it looks. Look it up right now. Look up Sekiro FF7 mod. So they ripped the Cloud model from this game and they put it in there, and it looks disgustingly good. It's kind of crazy. Obviously, it's on PC. It's because Unreal 4 is easy to unpack. Really? Huh. Because it's been around for so long. Yeah, that's true. They ripped Jesse's model as well. All that stuff's gonna be available eventually. Here, I gotta show you, chat. I have to show you. I just want to see it, right? I saw it on some funky ass Twitter video. Check this out.
Soか. お迎えに参上いたしました。今しばらくお待ちくだされ。
How does it work so well? How is it working so well? This makes me want to play Sekiro again. No shit. And look at the combat! It's actually fucking dope. How does it look so good? Wu-Tai on some next level shit. I love it, right? How is this possible? What's going on? Anyway, super sick. You know? Super fucking sick. That this Wu-Tai chapter is kind of much different. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell everybody that we got a an advanced copy of FF7 Remake Part 2. and Wutai Collector's Edition. Yeah, it doesn't look perfect, but for it is of just dropping in the model, it's pretty fucking good. You guys gotta realize how weird modding can be sometimes, and if things just line up very well in modding, that is very, very uncommon. I thought it looked great. Yeah, rigging in a game that already has skeletons and rigs already established and throwing in a completely new one, that could be a pain in the ass. Things just don't work. I'm gonna go with Buster Sword for a little while. Stand. Yo, Y1NJ, thank you, dude. I know about the Bloodborne 60 FPS mod. The only problem with the Bloodborne 60 FPS mod, it's available without combat. You can't fight anything, because the game's logic is based on 30 FPS. They got it working at 60, believe it or not. Like, the PlayStation 4 can do Bloodborne at 60. The problem is that the game still can't function, right? They for those videos, they took out the enemies. They had to disable, like, the combat abilities, because the game would just not work. Yeah, well, he fixed the logic so the game doesn't speed up. But if there's a video of the guy eventually playing the game at 60 and he's able to parry an enemy and then get a visceral, that I want to see. I want to see if, like, the combat logic actually works. By logic, I don't mean, like, the core game logic, because when you run the game at 60, the game speeds up, right? It obviously runs faster. He changed the core game logic, but the combat, from what I understand, the last thing I read, was fucked. If he fixes the combat, that's super interesting. If there's videos of him actually fighting enemies at 60 FPS, I can't wait to see that shit. I think we're all done. Shit. Let's leave prayer on cloud for now.
Figured as much. Goddamn pain in the ass.
I think the boss in part 2 will be Sephiroth again. They gotta do something interesting, right? It can't just be the same Sephiroth fight again. That's the whole point of design and game development. They have to one-up each other, right? So whatever the last boss of the next game is going to be is going to have to be an interesting culmination of what the hell's going on in that game.
Gosh, this is... Huh?
Wait.
Deck is all clear!
Rope's good! Go!
Forma!
Altair, thank you, dude. Yeah, I know. Red 13's playable, but he's clearly not, like, completely designed out. You can't equip weapons on him, you can't use abilities, he can just attack.
Let's go!
It's like a small sneak peek at what Red will eventually be, but not, like, he doesn't have any unique mechanics. You know, like, every character in this game has a gimmick.
Turk.
Overcharge, Punisher mode, right? All that stuff.
On the hunt, more like.
For me?
Red doesn't have any unique mechanics yet.
Don't know. Don't care.
Then, let's stick to the back streets? Ah. There will be monsters.
Better than Shinra.
All the fatty flavor and calories you need to get you through the day.
Can you imagine the Cave of the Gi and finding Seto?
There's a
Like,
Shinra dump site up ahead.
can you
Not the kind of place
fucking
anyone
imagine?
would ever choose to hang around in.
But a great place to lay low.
Can you fucking imagine Corel? Can you imagine, like, Barrett and his backstory with Dyne? Can you fucking imagine that? And you imagine Nibelheim and returning to Nibelheim and it looks completely different. Like, here's one thing I do agree on the game. I do agree with like several criticisms of the game. Enemy placement and what types of enemies you fight on the way up. Bosses, I'm not talking about bosses. Bosses are awesome the whole way through. Nice weird climb of normal bosses, normal enemies becoming bosses, all that shit. I feel like the placement of enemies, game design-wise, is not great sometimes. It feels like this game just throws like relatively easy enemies at you instead of there being this interesting ramp. It's like this game is trying to do action game stuff, but they're not great at it yet because action games are about like a ramp up of what enemies do you give the player to teach them. And that's what games like Devil May Cry are great for, right? You have to eventually teach the player how to get better at stuff. And through a lot of this game, all the way towards like the end, they just throw these like random jobber monsters at you and they're super easy. Like you fight mono drives in like the final dungeon of the game and they have no health. It's like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Like some of these enemies are just like, they just die. And you're like, wait a minute, why were those even there? Completely agree with that assessment.
That's that.
Stay back!
Keep it together.
So it's my turn? What? This one's for you!
And I think some enemy
It's your
placement in this
turn.
game is just not. Some enemy choices aren't great in terms of normal fights. If there's one thing they could also fix in part 2, my god, is normal enemies. Right? Normal enemies and how they're placed and what they are can be somewhat uninspired through like half the game.
You'd better watch out then, Cloud.
A big ass chopper right there, wow. Yeah, Cloud gets 8k health because of the Buster Sword. Buster Sword's got good health.
Easy.
Jesus Christ! This is hard mode, by the way. Yeah, benches, breaks immersion, kind of. Yeah, I agree. Like, that stuff needs work. Are they huge? Right? Are they huge problems? It's not a huge problem, right? It's not a giant problem. It's just like, this could be better. It's like the stuff that clearly in the next game could be better.
That way is a
Yo,
dead
Robin
end.
Raccoons, thank you.
They were doing some construction, but quit halfway. Over here. That didn't work. Maybe it's broken? Pretty sure this path we're on loops around too, so... Wonder if we can move this.
Camping? Yeah, FF15 camping is fun. Because they had mechanics, you know? They had the whole, you know, recipe mechanic of you cooking for the party. Which is good. What?
Don't overdo it.
I'll show you what I can do.
Damn, Cloud, fuck.
Can you take over for me? Hey, you asked for it.
Must have been a new breed.
How do you figure?
Because they went for the stronger prey.
Love it how snarky Aerith is. What's your opinion on Roach? In your opinion, he's the only random thing, no only gripe, no clear motivations. Roach, on surface level, is absolutely that, right? He doesn't seem, he's like, what are they doing with this guy? He's just there. However, the way the characters talk about Roach opens up a lot in terms of what Soldier is. How they all mention that he's crazy. How Aerith's mother talks about like how Soldier is, Soldier is you essentially sacrificing your humanity for greater power. I think what Roach is as this insane fucking guy, right? That even the characters are aware that he's insane. To me, it seems like they're setting him up. It seems like Roach is gonna come back in later games. He's probably gonna get upgraded to first class or some shit because he's a third class. And he's gonna be sent on the hunt to find you, to find your party. Maybe, right? But to me, it feels like he's gonna reappear later on. But the more you fight him and the more he reappears later on, you're gonna find out that he's going through cellular degeneration. That he's slowly dying. And he's gonna make that realization, and you're gonna sort of be very aware that the price that soldiers put on their lives to have that power. It feels like, to me, feels like they're saving him for that. And I think genuinely he's gonna come back. I think he's gonna be the character that sort of hunts you throughout the whole game. Or the whole future games. And it's weird for him to like, right? He takes so much spotlight and doesn't appear again, but he opens up a lot of conversations of what Soldier is and how they are. Of like what they pay to have all that power, and how fucking even Shinra guys think the soldiers are insane. Like, get the fuck away from them. Like, I think that's genuinely interesting, the way they're setting that stuff up. Whiskey, thank you for the 20, dude. I think Roach and Leslie, I think all those characters are coming back.
The heart of the slums.
Still a fair ways off.
Well, we did take a detour. Getting tired?
Nah.
Me, I'm feeling a bit hungry. How about you?
Amazed.
You're in for a treat when we make it back.
Don't have time for that.
You'll want to make time for my mom's cooking. And that's the final word on it. We'll get home quick and eat ourselves stupid.
There's a lot of moms cooking in FF7 Remake. You notice that? Roach not even in the last chase sequence is a crime. Yeah, I do agree that he should have been used more. It's very weird how little he shows up. And I'm only hoping it's because he shows up later down the line, and you can learn more about what Soldier is through him. Learn more about what Shinra does to soldiers. I cannot wait for this game on PC, chat. Oh my god. Can you... Does anyone know if you can run FF15 at like over 60 FPS? Can you run FF15 at like 144 hertz?
Leave this to me.
I don't think so.
Take the lead.
I'm coming!
Damn, Cloud and that triple slash is... Oh!
That wasn't so bad.
I kind of love the physics, the body physics in this game. I think it's great. Caps 120 FPS for FF15 on PC. Okay, that's not so bad. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. That sort of leads me to hope that the game's logic won't be tied to 60, you know, or 30 or whatever. That, you know, FF15 playthrough coming. Oh, I played it, man. I don't want to play it again just yet. If we're gonna replay other games while we're waiting for other games, I gotta play through some fucking Dark Souls games, man. It's been almost 4 or 5 years since I've played... Is this the West area? It is. It's been like 4 years since I played Dark Souls 3, you know? So I kind of want to go back to some of that shit first. But FF15's great. Like, I think that game's genuinely good. Royale. Sorry. Royale. I haven't played Dark Souls 1 in a hell of a long time. One bum, thank you so much, dude. Zob10, thanks for the 5 gift subs, or the 5 months. Vanilla FF15, I can genuinely say is ass. Like, how the hell did they launch the game in that state? But FF15 Royale is a pretty good game. I don't think my Dawn key will work here, right? Damn it. I found it equal parts fantastic and frustrating. That's about how I feel. What's the difference? Huge. Like, gameplay differences, story differences, DLC of characters. Like, there's a shit ton of differences. It's a much better game. It's the game that they... It seems like it's the game they wanted to release instead of the one that they had to release.
It's awake!
I wish it kept sleeping. It's on you.
I'll take care of him. Why don't you lead the way?
Right through it.
You're burning up.
Oof.
Moving on then.
Yeah, Smoggers have enemy skill, don't they? I don't think I can get a Smogger to show up again. Can I? I don't have my FF15 playthrough on YouTube, but it's here on Twitch. It's actually in my VODs if you go back to 20... Is it 2017, chat?
That door that was stuck. Maybe it opens from this side?
2017... Early 2018? I think it's early 2018.
Piece of cake.
I'm coming! You've got this.
My turn.
That wasn't
Nice.
so bad.
This guy's got good AP. Did I ever play the Spider-Man DLC? I didn't play the Spider-Man DLCs, and I did not play the final episode Arden DLC of Final Fantasy 15. I didn't get a chance. Kind of saving them for the eventual.
No good? That sucks.
Damn it. Yo, Phantom, thank you, dude. Well, my first playthrough, do I like Kingdom Hearts? I really enjoyed Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 when they came out. But, not really. I'm not a huge fan. I was really excited for Kingdom Hearts 3, but I just couldn't get into it.
Ah, try moving that container to make a path.
Well, I played Crisis Core. I actually did. I played Crisis Core before this came out. It is a very flawed game. With a very interesting second half and a great main character. The biggest issue with Crisis Core is actually the gameplay. Crisis Core available anywhere? It's actually on Twitch. It's in my VODs. Actually, there's one VOD... I'm going to show you, chat. There's one VOD that everyone gets confused. That is like, where's the end of Crisis Core? Did you beat Crisis Core? Hang on a second. I'm going to look it up right now. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to edit the video for you guys. Here. Past broadcasts. Hold on a second. We're going to find it together. To tell you which one it is. Classic playthrough on PS1. Evo announcements live and Crisis Core continues. I think it's when PSO2. Right? I think it's... No, it's here. Check this out. This VOD right here from 3 months ago. 8 hours long, but I only played Power Rangers for like 3 of it. Right, Power Rangers stuff. Crisis Core ending. And a ton of the VOD is muted, unfortunately, because of the stupid fucking music. A lot of this VOD is muted. Unfortunately. But it's here. Good here. Let me do this. Edit. Okay, Twitch. That's exactly what I wanted. Here. Edit. I'm gonna do this. There we go. So if you want to watch all of the Crisis Core stuff, it's essentially that VOD from February 5th. That's the end. This one is the beginning, and this one is the middle. Three VODs, the entire playthrough. That was almost 3 months ago. Crazy, right? I know. This was back when we lived in a relatively normal world. January 31st, we lived in a normal world at that time. How crazy is that, chat? The world wasn't completely lost to us. It was only a couple months ago. We were living normal lives like normal people. How crazy is that? It's crazy. Good times. Those are some good times. I was still going out to dinner with my wife and enjoying the outside. Thank you. And it's crazy. It's weird to think it wasn't even like that long ago. Thank God April was like the craziest month for games ever.
Nice work. Way to think ahead. Guess we're home free.
No need for thanks.
Did I read the Zach translation from the Ultimania? Yeah, we did. It's a lot of confirmation.
Huh?
Oh.
Can't go in here yet? Not yet. For most of us, life didn't change much. You know, as a broadcaster and someone that is very socially distanced as it is, I'd say my day-to-day didn't change very much, but what it did change is the fact that I have to change my day-to-day or else I lose my fucking mind. Like, I have to get outside. I have to go to the outside world. I have to get away from the internet. Damn, look at this rocket right here. I have to get away from these things or else it just gets too permeated in my brain and it starts messing with you, right? It fucks with you. I need to go outside with just me and my wife or my mom and my sister and, you know, like my family and be reminded that, like, how important they are and just have them be what I'm focused on and not my phone and not, like, drama or fucking worrying about subs or anything like that, right? Just get away from it all. And this has sort of taken away that, right? It's sort of removed a lot of that. Now I just find myself going into my backyard and just sitting. Just sitting and just looking. And realizing how clear it is.
Forget about the Turks.
How, like, insanely
Come at us anytime.
more clear the mountains are and all the scenery that might be, like, around me where I live is just way more beautiful. It's like, wow, this is insane. Crazy with no cars driving around how much nicer Los Angeles is.
That's the station.
But I need those breaks. Like, I desperately need those moments to, like, if you get stuck doing this kind of stuff for too long and you're doing it all the time and it's always occupying you, you're forgetting why you love it. It's like the same reason why I don't like burning myself out on a game. And then you come back to it either weeks later or months later or something, like a fighting game. I haven't played Third Strike in 6 months. Come back to Third Strike and after 6 months later and realize how much you love it, right? And you need those breaks to realize how grateful you are for your situation, how grateful you are for your situation, how happy you are doing what you love to do, and all that kind of shit. Because even in situations where I have I have the fucking most insane deck of cards, I got dealt the most insane hand in my fucking life, right? The most incredible hand was dished to me at some point in between making all those YouTube videos and shit. That I got 7 fucking aces when there's only 4 in the deck. And sometimes when you're around it all the time, you don't see that deck of, you don't see that hand. It goes away. And that's fucking tragic.
Think this means another war's coming?
The Sector 5 slums are right there. God, I'm so
What are they watching?
Hey!
Damn, I never saw that and listened to this.
Hey, who's that guy with you, Aerith? Shit, that wrench! It's priceless!
Wrench? God, man, this music.
My lights have been on the fritz ever since that explosion knocked out the power.
Could be the wiring, I reckon.
Just got in a big old shipment of fabric softener!
Shut up! Listening to the music.
I sure hope this Cactuar gun's got a silver ticket inside. A silver ticket means you get a piece for free. And a golden one means 1,000 free.
Is that a frame drop? I think that was the camera.
Come on, Dad, where are you?
You miss geek events? To be honest, I don't miss cons very much. You know why? Whenever I go to cons, I get sick. I always get sick.
To see the reactor.
You heard what they said on TV? Avalanche is working for Wu-Tai.
According to officials who are involved.
What could they
I'm standing
possibly be
inside the
trying to
gutted shell of
accomplish?
Mako Reactor 5.
They're working for Wu-Tai,
As you
isn't
can
it
see,
obvious?
There's still a lot of smoke
Cowards,
rising
using
from the rubble.
spies so they don't have to break
While
the
fallen
ceasefire.
beams and other debris continue to hinder rescue
foreign
efforts,
devils
the
are trying
fires
to
appear
start
to have
another
been
war.
mostly extinguished.
So if we help catch the bombers,
Ah,
we get a
over
reward
there.
or something?
That's the director of Shinra's Advanced Weaponry Division, isn't it?
Enough of that doom and
Excuse me,
gloom.
ma'am, but would you mind
We're
answering a
safe
few
down here,
questions?
right?
They're targeting reactors.
Can you
No
give us any
reason for them
updates
to
on the
attack
status of the
slums.
reactor? What
So,
kind of
when are the
damage did it
trains gonna
suffer in the
start up
explosion?
again?
Are we in any danger?
Mako Reactor 5 has been temporarily shut down, and all fires have been successfully extinguished. The situation is under control, and the people of our fair city need not worry about any additional complications.
There's a tit slap
We're
sound.
in the process of conducting a full forensic investigation, but we suspect the device used was similar to that employed in the attack on Mako Reactor 1. The perpetrators of that atrocity were filmed making their escape.
Yo, raccoons,
These
thank
agents
you,
of the
dude.
eco-terrorist group Avalanche are currently
Dodge
believed
that
to be in
shit, Chad.
hiding
Get out of the way.
somewhere in Midgar.
Move!
And given that this group has now attacked 2 reactors in quick succession, can they really be stopped before they strike again?
What do you think? Have no fear. Shinra will keep Midgar safe.
Okay, time's up!
All right, let's go.
I love what they did with, like, Shinra and the soldiers and, like, the crazy police state shit that they have going on throughout this game. Once again, it's like a very, very, very comparative to Star Wars, you know? How they have these troop guys that are essentially just stormtroopers. But I like how they made the troops empathetic in some ways. Like, you feel bad for the troops. You realize that a lot of them are just doing their job and this little girl is stuck because I'm not moving. Now, this little girl just has no fucking clue. She has no... Did I leave the gas on? No. But did I? No. But maybe... No. Right? Like, I kinda love how the Shinra soldiers are, like, treated, where some of them are just total assholes and they, like, love their job, and other ones are like, this isn't right, we're not doing the right thing!
Oh, what timing? Mind lending me a hand?
Place is really hopping, huh?
Nice side effect of the train situation.
I really
So,
enjoyed my tour
what do
of
you
the
say?
Shinra building.
I'd love to, but
Almost all of them are assholes? Nah, man, there's some Shinra soldiers that
I help out
are just
every
trying to
now
get
and
by.
then. It's fun.
The 2 guards that are in Sector 7 are the perfect example.
Well, well. What are you doing all the way up there?
Was trying to get a look at the reactor. Who's this guy?
This is Cloud. He's a mercenary. And currently my bodyguard. That's Oates.
See you.
2 peas in a pod.
That's the cafe where Cloud learns to become a barista. That's what I say.
Aerith!
So, what are you guys up to?
We all went to see the reactor. Oh, that's right. You're supposed to come by the house.
What for?
I don't know. You're just supposed to.
Well, guess we have a new destination. I should probably explain.
Crazy ass
The
kids.
Leaf House is the local orphanage. That's where all these kids live.
Hey, Aerith, where'd you go? The church again? Next time, we should all go together.
We've talked about that a lot, Boki. Blackstream,
hello, Aerith.
Livestream
Popular as ever,
Black
I
and
see.
White are
Apparently, but they
essentially
sure keep me
just
on my toes.
detailing what's going to be happening in the future.
Better than being
It's just
bedridden.
detailing where
Thanks
this game
again
is
for all
going.
those herbs. You've helped a lot of people.
If you want to know like where our characters are
How'd you
going,
manage
where,
to find
what
so
Aerith and
many
Sephiroth, their intentions are, and why it feels like they know more than
I
they
have my
do,
ways.
if you read
him?
Livestream
He's
Black
my
and White,
bodyguard,
that
just until I get
absolutely
home.
will tell you where
Are
it's
you
going.
sure he's up to it?
Maybe. Since I'm so generous, I gather medicinal herbs for his patients sometimes.
Yep.
Here's the Leaf House.
Wait for me. Damn, look at it, knocking over chairs and shit.
There you are.
We're back, and we brought Aerith with us.
Sorry to make you come out here.
Don't be. It's on my way home.
Well then, I hope you won't mind me asking for some flowers.
No problem. How many?
All you can carry. What with all the doom and gloom we've been hearing on the news recently, I thought some flowers might help cheer everyone up.
I'm sure they will, and I'd love to help.
I don't know what dress we're gonna get for Aerith. We got the really good one before, we got the red one before. But I want to get the insane Cloud princess dress, right? The one that's super decadent and shit. I want to get that in. I want to get that ridiculous looking one.
So, Cloud, what's your favorite flower?
They're all the same to me.
Huh. You sure you want to say that to a florist?
Better than lying.
Okay. Then what'd you do with the flower I gave you?
You
give it away?
I did.
Ooh, to who? Tell me.
Don't recall. What?
Thought you didn't like lying.
God damn, chat. This game is a lot of corridors, right? It's a lot of corridor running. Went from point A to point B and talking to some characters and looking at some shit in a corridor. But I do think that's a negative of the game. But these are some of the best looking fucking corridors in all of video games. Some of the most visually splendorous corridors in video game history. Shit looks so good.
My house is just up this path. Mom should be home by now, so I'll introduce you.
Yeah, for the sake of, like, gameplay, if you're just looking at, like, oh, I just want to go through and play the game again and just get through it, you're gonna have to deal with, like, a lot of this corridor shit, you know?
There you go.
But
that's my house.
It's amazing.
If they didn't work their ass off to make these just random train passageways and, you know, tubes you go through and all this shit look as good as possible, each corridor, each random area you have to go to looks very good. And I don't agree that...
Hey, my house is this way.
They definitely... I do agree that they should have added more interactivity, right? There needs to be more stuff to do in these places. But fuck if they didn't work their ass off to make them look amazing.
Come on.
However, it's very similar to the original FF7.
Hey, baby. Been up to no good? Rude came by.
So, this is my mom, Elmira. And this is Cloud, my bodyguard.
Hi.
Take good care of her?
That's my job. Or was my job.
Yep. Thanks. So, Cloud, you gonna head back to Sector 7?
Yeah.
Then I'll show you the way.
Then why'd you have me bring you here? What if the Turks show up again?
It'd suck, but I've dealt with them before. Honestly, I'm much more worried about you. What if you get lost, huh? You'd be too embarrassed to admit it, and so you'd just keep on going.
Quit acting like you know me.
It's fucking great, right? Aerith constantly throughout this entire journey back to her house is always feels like she's already on top of everything Cloud is going to do. She totally knows. She's completely aware of what Cloud is, how he acts, how he's going to react. Like, she's already aware. And I love it how Cloud makes the observation, stop acting like you know who I am! We just met!
Hey, Mom. I'm gonna go take Cloud over to Sector 7, okay?
He knows you pretty well.
But why not wait until tomorrow? If you head out now, it'll be dark when you get back. Better to rest up here and make the trip first thing in the morning, when you'll have daylight to spare.
That's true. She's got a point, Cloud.
Hold up.
Oh yeah, I still need to deliver some flowers to the Leaf House. Since we have a little time before dinner, you should come with.
That wasn't the deal.
You mean you want more? Even though you've got a priceless reward coming your way? Do you know what I promised him?
I'll do it.
Dialogue is fucking great.
I'll grab the baskets. Be right back.
I'll do it. Do you know what I promised
That
you?
Aerith. She's a handful, isn't she? It must be tough. No, never mind.
What is Elmira referring to there? Oh, she doesn't say it again. Wow, she doesn't say it again. It must be tough. Never mind. Oh, she's referring to Zack. That's right. Yeah, she's referring to Zack. Must be tough for Aerith to... being a soldier. Oh, Aerith. Yeah. Must be tough. Yeah. Because Zack is not alive.
That's weird. Could have sworn I put them here.
Yeah, you get the impression that Zack probably, obviously, came over to their house. My eyes! God, man. Still blows me away how they absolutely fucking killed the visuals in this game. Fucking killed it. And even, like, obviously funky texture work aside, like, obviously funky texture work can definitely use improvement, hopefully will get improved. But it doesn't, right, obviously, but it doesn't ruin it, you know? It doesn't completely take away. Because you know what's important? Art. The art design carries it. And it makes it look fucking awesome. Makes it look incredibly good. And then suddenly PlayStation 2 plant, you know? Yeah, like, that's the thing. You can look at some specifics and say they're not spectacular, MK Ultra, right? But if you look at the totality of the game, it's really hard to say the game isn't spectacular. Like, the game looks very good. Even if it has, obviously, some glaring issues. A picture of the church. That's just a picture of their outside. With some fucking PlayStation 2 flower, you know? Very weird. I'm playing on a PS4 Pro. The game's rendering at like 1440p. PS4 limitations? Absolutely. This game is littered with current generational limitations.
Found him! You You take this one. Take it. Right. Off we go.
I love this game's ability to put Cloud into situations he's completely uncomfortable with.
And these right here are my babies.
My babies. I kind of love that. And even you as the player, you're like, really? Are we doing this? Come on, I'm used to whacking shit. Nah, deal with it.
Which ones do you think we should pick?
Any of them.
Oh, don't be like that. I know you have an eye for this kind of thing.
And the reason why it works? Why does it work? Cloud is totally the player. Which ones should we do? Any of them. Let's just get the fuck out of here.
Good eye. People used to give these to declare their loyalty to one another. Interesting, right? I think we still need a few more. Which should we pick next?
Pick all the grass. Yeah, just the regular grass.
She said, as many as you can carry, so maybe a few more?
All 3 white flowers. Let me try this. The flowers might determine something, yeah.
I think we're good now. What do you say? Shall we go?
You saying something different for every first flower? Maybe. You should have went all foxtails? That's mean. Giving someone a bouquet of foxtails is the equivalent of giving a friend like a yellow Skittle. Yellow Skittle, huh? Yo, bro, can I have some Skittles? Bitch gives you 3 yellow ones. At that point, you know how good of a friend you are. I love yellow Skittles. I'm sure you do. Friend gives you 3 yellow Skittles. You're gonna have a pretty good idea of how good of a friend that is. What's wrong with yellow Skittles?
No need to hurry. We're not under the gun or anything.
I'm not cut out for this crap.
Sure you are. And when you're done, you'll be drowning in job offers.
Chat, please. Please. me and JJ still have a joke with each other where if we have Skittles and she's like, can I have one? And I give her a yellow one. She's like, what the fuck did I do to deserve this?
How do you think they'll arrange these flowers?
Dunno.
Well, we'll soon find out.
Lemon Skittles are not. If you ask for some Skittles, can I have a Skittle? And your friend gives you a red Skittle, that's gonna be a friend for life. Potentially a life partner. Male or female. Maybe you have some new shit to discover about each other. But if it's a yellow Skittle, if it's an orange one or a purple one, alright, maybe it was just random. But if it was a yellow Skittle. That was cute. All the bugs.
I love to study. Hey, mister, do you want one of these?
Green Skittles are good now. Green Skittles used to suck massive ass. Now green Skittles are like sour apple.
I'll wait out here.
Oh, okay.
Something changed. Like we're in this crazy ass
Why
timeline.
not check out the town?
I remember the timeline where green Skittles were lime and they sucked. They weren't good. They were like, eh. And then the timeline changed at some point a little while ago. I don't know when. And now green Skittles are like sour apple. The best kind of green. Heresy, lime was good. I completely disagree. Completely disagree. Tropical Skittles are the best. Well, you're not lying. Yeah, tropical Skittles are crazy good.
Oh, here for a checkup?
Let's go back down here.
Yep, you got it.
Green sour Skittles with a bomb. I can't even imagine how many bad takes are in the chat tonight. I can't even imagine I went the same wrong way twice.
Biggs gave me a bunch of his favorites, and I'm gonna read them all.
Yo, Sampy Switch, Tentacle Bound, FF7 Redacted. Thank you for the 500 bits. Chat. I'm making a bet right now. I'm making a bet. If Gact shows up in physical form, not in a flashback, right? If he actually shows up in physical form in any version of Final Fantasy VII Remake in the future, clip this shit. If the character Genesis shows up and says shit in a future version of Final Fantasy VII Remake, I'm so confident that that shit is not gonna happen. I think he'll show up in some way in the form of files or anything like that. Like, I think he will show up in some way, but not like physical, right? Is he gonna be like, people think he's gonna be a fight, he's gonna be hanging out in Nibelheim. That's where people are going with this shit right now. If that happens, be sure to be here on that day. I'll put in 500 gift subs. I'll do it. I'll have to call my bank to make sure. If Gact Genesis shows up in some way, physical, like not just a document, not just talking about him, actually shows up in some way. Watch, he's gonna be like in a fucking tube or some shit. Watch, he's gonna be in a tube or something like that. I'll put in 500 gift subs on that day. I'm so confident it won't happen. I'm so confident. He'll be referenced, but he won't be like, you know, ugh, like right there. He won't be talking.
Exactly. They're what give the local cuisine the flavor you folks in the neighborhood watch are talking about countermeasures.
You can count me in. I was in the military. I know a few things.
A VR battle?
I'd be honored.
That counts. Yeah, if he's in a VR battle, I lose. If he's a hologram? I think of, okay, VR battle counts. Hologram doesn't count. Doesn't count. Roach being a Genesis copy? Doesn't count. Doesn't count. Watch the trailer for the second part is Genesis talking about Loveless. I'm fucking super fucked. I am incredibly super fucked.
I
like this dialogue.
Where's Aerith?
The Leaf House.
And he's gone. And he's gone.
Is something wrong?
You could say that. Sounds like someone spooked the kids.
Yeah, 2 of them disappeared. They ran away after this creepy guy wearing black clothes showed up.
A Turk?
That's what I thought, but no.
It's this guy who's always stumbling around town in a dirty robe full of holes. They say he's sick or something. Oh, and he had some kind of number tattooed on his arm.
I don't like the sound of this. I'm gonna check it out.
I know someone who fits that description. I'll come with.
Okay.
Forget that there's a Hell House in this game. Right, but Hell House is like original FF7. Hell House is a part of original FF7. Gact is not. Gact is not. He's not. And while this game is acknowledging stuff from the compilation of FF7, I genuinely don't think Gact is going to show up. We'll find out. But I'm so confident. I'm so confident. I think he's gonna show up in a different way. You're gonna read a document about him or something. About the G experiments, you know?
Will he bite me?
Not by gacked, I mean Genesis. I'm sorry. If I call Genesis gacked, I'm sorry. I mean Genesis, the character. Man, Lee got nothing for me, right?
If there's anything you require, please do not hesitate to ask.
Yeah, we good.
I will be here if you require.
Are you gonna remember that this bet even with the
times,
clip?
I am
Dude,
remotely analyzing your
just
card.
keep the clip. Just keep it. It's gonna be, this is a big, this is like, I have multiple bets that are going on right now. My bet with the chat is that Genesis will not show up in physical form. In like actual physical form and like say shit, right? I don't think that's gonna happen. A lot of people don't agree with me. I think that's a 500 gift sub bet. If it doesn't happen, what do I get? I get a game that doesn't have Genesis in it. I win. I also have a bet with Easy Allies with Kyle that at some point in Final Fantasy VII Remake, I have a bet with him. I'm gonna bet him like 100 gift subs in his channel. At some point in the Final Fantasy VII Remake games, if it's gonna be 3 games, 7 games, whatever, right? However many games, there will be a moment where you see original PlayStation footage of Final Fantasy VII. Whether it's a dream, whether it's like an arcade game, or something. I think that at some point in the future, you're gonna see original Polygon Cloud, polygonal, classic, big Popeye hand characters. That at some point, there's gonna be some Metal Gear 4 sort of dream or something like that. I absolutely think that'll happen. Even if you go to the Gold Saucer and you play like an arcade game that has the characters like punching each other or something and they look like the way they do, that counts. That counts. But I feel like that'll happen. I think that'll happen, and I made a bet with Kyle. He doesn't think it'll happen. I think it'll happen.
You won't stop telling us stories.
Come on.
I know this place is off limits to grown-ups.
I think
but if
the
we
Gold
wanna
Saucer is
rescue
probably
them,
a really good bet.
well,
And if they get
we
really
gotta break the
bold, it'll be
rules.
like a dream that Cloud has of him, you know, of recalling the events of FF7 in some way. But they are in old polygonal 2D background, right? Same as the old shit or something like that. I think they'll do that.
You're back! Aerith's come to help.
Yeah, leave it to us. We'll take care of it from here.
But there are monsters out there!
Don't worry. I've brought a super strong friend along with me.
I used to be a soldier. So where's the guy?
And people are already saying that already happened. Technically it did, but I don't think it counts, right? For anyone that doesn't think that can happen, because it doesn't have characters, right? The big thing is polygonal characters, right? You got to have the characters with their Popeye arms. This game already has two footage shots of the original PlayStation game in it, and you probably missed it because in Tifa's bar there is shots of Tifa's bar from the PlayStation 1 version that she has framed above the back door. It is no shit shots of the PlayStation version. But it's not like polygonal characters, right? It's just 7th Heaven, but the classic 7th Heaven from old PlayStation. It's there. It's actually in this game. But I'm going to say that doesn't count because we're not seeing, you know, the classic polygon look of the characters.
I don't know. He disappeared and we can't find him.
Right now, let's worry about the kids.
Come on.
Get away, kids. It's a very cute Easter egg, right?
Pretty flower.
Look at in Tifa's bar, go behind the bar, and in the back door, it's above the back door. You see two framed shots of 7th Heaven that are the PS1 7th Heaven. But it's not footage, they're just like screenshots, so it doesn't, I actually think it doesn't count.
Where do you think they went?
Who knows? They're kids. Nothing to do but look all over.
I used the DLC materials. Fucking haven't. Man, this shit is so good. Jesus is so good. Build here is so fucking good. So I'm pulling out the collector's edition, right? I'm actually gonna look for... I haven't even looked at my DLC. Which I never did. Cactuar. Okay, there's that. Oh, is it just the Cactuar? Am I getting anything else, Chad? 25 Square Enix members points. I gotta cash that in. I don't know. I think this cover. I think I like it the other way. Carbuncle. Is it all in the same? It's just mine's just Cactuar. Does it give you all of them? Cactuar, Carbuncle, and Chocobo Chick. You get 3 summons with 1 DLC code. Okay. Okay. Fuck me, is that so pretty. So goddamn pretty. Fucking box art is so good. And I love how simple this shit looks, man. This looks so good. Now it's all like, what's it called? What's that look when you have something that's like not translucent, not bioluminescent? What's the word, chat? Can't remember. No, it's embossed, but there's a word for it. Not chrome, not holographic. Iridescent, thank you. It's iridescent. Someone in the chat got it. It's iridescent. When you move it, it has different colors. Yeah, iridescent, thank you. Something decent. And yeah, I did go through the art book. Zangan is in the art book. We can check that out. We did look at all the different weapons that Cloud has in here that he doesn't have in the game. He's got, like, no shit like an engine blade. I wonder what page... I think I did see Zangan and I was like, huh. That's weird. Summons, enemies... Holopornic. Definitely the chat's interpretation. Yo, question. Thank you for the 777s, man. Think they make DLC for part 1? Dude, I hope so. I hope so. The best DLC they can possibly make for Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1. Tifa's father. Oh, wow, man. Wow. Yeah, they make him look out to be this, like, superhero. He definitely looks very superhero-y, right? Even modeled his cape, but he doesn't show up in the game. He's actually not in here. Weird. He's there. I'm gonna take this out so I don't forget. Cactuar summon and shit like that. For Christ, this is a bird. I keep forgetting every single time we fire up this game. Alright. Oh. Carbuncle from everything you've looked up is actually digital copy only? Alright. Well, I hear Carbuncle's like kind of busted. That he's a little... not... it kind of like breaks the game. Doesn't he give you like invincibility or some shit?
Don't you mean we've got this?
That'll do. Keep it together.
I'll show you what I can do.
Steady.
Why don't you lead the way?
Hey, Aerith.
Nothing to it.
Carbuncle is super broken. What everyone says. Carbuncle gives monster heals, speeds up ATB, gives resistances, and revives your party. What the fuck, man?
Get back.
Ah! I love that shit.
Let's go.
Wah! Pay to win summon? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Ah, there they are.
And they're not alone.
He's a small summon, so he works everywhere. By the way, let me check out the battle intel on the Smoggers, or the enemy intel on the Smogger. Where? Sweeper, cutter. Okay. Oh my god, I didn't assess this hooker. God, I'll wait till I get down there. Oh, what we were saying, DLC. In my opinion, the best DLC they could do for this game, Final Fantasy VII, like another timeline, give it some cute name, but make it that instead of Cloud jumping off the train at the beginning, it's Zack. And Zack jumps off the train. You fight with Avalanche as Zack, and some different things happen than the original. That you get sort of a Zack bombing mission. And it sort of sets up where that shit is going. I think that would be fucking cool. I think that'd be really fucking cool. Just give you a hint at where that shit is going.
I'll protect you.
I'm pretty good at protecting myself, you know. Get him!
Enough.
Moving on then.
Earn your confirmation email from the Square Enix website for Carbuncle and Chocobo. You have to check it out. When are we supposed to have part 2? We don't know. There's no estimated release date or anything like that.
Easy. Get ready. That's that.
I'll take care of them.
Damn, Aerith is just doing damage to these motherfuckers.
Quickly, we gotta save them.
All right.
I mean, if they're gonna get another game that's on the same quality as this... Uh-oh, there's the Smogger. Hang on a second. I have to do two things here. Number one is enemy skill. Number two is assess. This took, what, about 2.5 years from the restart? About, like, 3-ish years, right? Of hard dev time? About 3 years from the restart. But the thing is, they didn't have all the systems in place, you know? Like, they figured out all the systems of how to make this game work, right? How the characters are going to interact, how the NPCs are going to interact, like, all the core systems they had to figure out. Now they don't have to do that anymore, right? They just have to expand on it. That'll take a lot less time. Oh, Audrey, who's translating the Ultimania book, is saying that we can, like, collab on stuff. Maybe. Yeah, that might be cool. No, I didn't do the Final Combat Challenge yet. I actually don't have it unlocked. I have to get to, Wall Market. Can we just get part 2 as DLC? Well, if part 2 is going to be a 30 to 40 hour game, probably not. If it's going to be just as long of a game as this, probably not. Wait. Enemy skill assist? Okay, I did it. I didn't wake up. These guys will.
Aerith! Hey, Aerith! Hold on!
Oh, should I have that now?
Too bad.
Okay, I want the hedgehog pie. Enemy skills can be learned from this monster. But I don't know what. It's immune to sleep, but it's not immune to slow. It's good to know.
Get him!
Deal with that.
I'll do what I can.
Aerith, I'm getting fucked up.
This'll keep him away.
Okay, yes, that's good.
Sorry, but you handle it.
Get him!
Wow.
Take the lead.
Sure, however I can help. Can you take over for a bit?
That's not it.
Need a breather.
We've got to get through this. Sorry, but you handle it.
What does this guy do that I can enemy skill from? Come on, man.
Let's finish this.
That's it!
Aerith! Stop killing him!
I'll do what I can.
Oh, shit.
Can you take over for a bit?
Let's do this. That's that. Need a breather.
Come on, you can do it. You're still doing okay, right?
Oh my god, there's another smogger? Wait a minute, there's a whole other... There's 2 smoggers. Holy shit, Aerith, get out of there.
We've gotta get through this.
Get him!
Can you handle them?
Sorry. Here it comes. Let's switch it up.
I should probably heal up first. Sorry, but you handle it.
That it?
Not Haywire Haze. Wasn't that?
I'm feeling
Need a breather.
weak.
It's not that. Oh, self-destruct when it dies.
Can you handle them?
Need to heal up. Take it from here.
We've got to get through this. Can you take over for a bit? We'll be right there!
I didn't learn it! Bitch ass! It has has to be in combat. No, BS, I could never learn it at this spot. Okay. You got yours out of combat? You learned it out of combat? Okay. But it's the same self-destruct that bombs have, right? Hard mode is not the place to learn this. You can't solo Bahamut. My latest checkpoint. This was the autosave right here. I'm tempted. Just RNG. It's like a 70% chance. Smogger's in the collapse freeway. Okay, we'll try to learn it there.
Watch out! The ground's really shaky.
Yo, 1,000 bits from Armameti.
I'll go.
Nevazion. Slight of tongue. Thank you for the prime.
Come on.
Not carrying them kids.
Thank you. That was cool.
Okay, let's head back.
This game gets Cloud so much. It was cool. Pandium, Sleepwalk. Nevazion, thank you again, guys. Guess I'll go. Oh no.
I'll show you what I can do. Hey, you ready?
I've got this.
That's shocking. That's so cool. How did you get to be so strong?
Well, you see, Cloud here used to be a soldier.
He was? Did you go fight in the war?
I might have.
Do they sometimes just not blow up? What the fuck? It didn't blow up! So you're telling me the self-destruct is a chance to happen, and then... Oh, that one just doesn't blow up? Oh, shit. Because of the kids? Oh, shit. Some smarmy, no blow-up bullshit, chat room. Non-scripted explosions. Is the name kids?
Bring it.
Ah!
Go on!
Try this.
Just in case.
Damn. These guys are getting fucked up. By just being around me, I'm killing these. Wow.
Was never in doubt.
You can't just grow up to be a
That's a
soldier.
very good enemy skill.
You gotta work at it.
That's a very good
I'll think
enemy
I'm
skill.
Good enough to be one, right?
Look at you, Mr. Popular.
That was so cool, you guys. Especially that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was really cool when you went like, yeah, yeah. You've got it all wrong. Yeah. Like that. No way. It was way faster than that. Yeah, yeah, like that.
Now imagine that with HP absorb.
Then how about...
There's gonna be some busted materia combinations. It's just the nature of the materia system is discovering the shit that's crazy good.
Isn't that right, Cloud?
You know? That's the enemy skill from the Drake, yeah.
Tifa, wait! Tifa! Tifa!
Tifa.
Tifa?
So good. So good.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Is Tifa like your girlfriend?
No,
But she's someone special.
it's not like that. More like... I don't know how to explain.
I see.
So fucking good. Aerith already knows.
He doesn't see me. Be quiet.
Thank you. From now on, if you run into trouble, promise me you'll find an adult, okay?
Was that at Mount
Okay,
Nebel? It
I
was
will.
for sure.
And here, since you're so cool, you guys are both grown-ups, but you're also one of us now. You can come and play here whenever you want.
That could have been the, oh no, it wasn't. The moment where Tifa falls off the cliff when she's a kid, falls off the bridge, is after her mom dies. I think.
Be quiet.
So it's not that moment. It's just more stuff. And here's the thing, chat. Here's what's interesting about Cloud and Tifa's relationship. Spoilers for the original game. Cloud and Tifa don't know each other very well.
Thanks for helping our friends.
It seems like these characters are very close to each other. How they are like, you know, they were always good childhood friends and now they're meeting up again. It's actually complete bullshit in Cloud's head. It's his fucked up brain that is making him think that. Their dynamic is that they barely knew each other, that Cloud was an outcast, and Tifa was like a popular kid. So Tifa always hung out with the popular kids, but one day Cloud, they have some moments together, but the big gimmick is that Tifa finds out about Cloud, like, going away, because Cloud wants to meet Tifa on top of the water tower, which you see in this game. But they weren't close. Like, Tifa explains much later in the story that she was kind of surprised that Cloud asked her up there because they barely know each other. But the crazy part is that Cloud's memory throughout all these games leads you to think otherwise, right? It leads you to think that Cloud and Tifa were really close, but they're not. They did make the promise, right? But Cloud always thought he was more mature than the other kids that were out having fun and stuff. But there is... I don't know when this happens, when Tifa eventually falls down the cliff and almost dies, and everyone blames Cloud. They actually... Cloud gets the brunt of the blame of why that happens, even though it wasn't his fault. It was because Tifa was upset about her mom dying. I forget if that happens earlier on. If that happens before... if that happens before they make the promise, you know. I think it's much earlier. I think it's when they're like much younger kids. When Tifa goes into a coma. His brain really is insane. Well, the problem is that Cloud goes through some severe traumatic psychological events leading up to the point in which you see him in this game. He pretty much is blamed for... It's before the promise, okay. Oh, she's like 8 years old. Okay, so they're much younger. They're much younger. Tifa's about as old as you see her right there, right? But Claudia is a very distant. He's like a black sheep in his crew of kids. What essentially happens to Claudia is like a black sheep. He's a loner. He's blamed for the near death of Tifa when she's very young. He leaves to go to Midgar. He makes a promise to this girl that he's always liked, which is Tifa, but he barely knows her. He essentially has been looking out the window at her his whole life and has never done anything. But he makes a promise to her that he's going to go become a soldier. And he doesn't do it. He fails. He becomes a grunt. And, gets involved in the Nibelheim incident. Watches his mother die. Watches Tifa almost die. To Sephiroth. Gets experimented on for a long time. I don't know how many years the experiments take place. Gets experimented on. Goes into a catatonic coma. Watches his best friend at the time, Zack, die. And then wakes up. And has no idea. It's like 4 years? It's a long time, yeah. It's a long fucking time. The experiments were about 4 years. Fuck. They'll probably clear it up in the next few games. So Cloud has been through some shit. And by the time Cloud wakes up, he starts getting the memories back of what happened, and it fucking, like, it destroys him. Destroys him. So by the time his memories are returning to him of, like, his actual childhood, his actual, like, what things happened on the way up here, he's forgotten all that shit. And his brain, which is now Mako fucking soaked, like it's a sponge full of Kool-Aid, is trying to piece back together of who he is, and he's essentially lost himself. He doesn't know who he is anymore. Because his brain has been covered up by so much PTSD of what happened in his life that he is now fucked. He has no idea who he is. He's just trying to... His brain is trying to make him be this one thing to save him from emotional pain, which has been his whole life up to this point, right? That's why Cloud's a genuine great character, because the big reveal of Final Fantasy VII isn't what happens to, like, Sephiroth or even Zack. The big emotionally resonating moment of Final Fantasy VII, the original game, is Cloud finding who he actually is. And there's one character that does that. There's only one character that helps Cloud figure out who he is to rip him away from his insanity. And it's Tifa. Tifa's the one that reminds Cloud that he actually did exist, that he wasn't just some crazy experiment of Hojo's. Because he doesn't even know who he is. The Cloud Mind Prison moment is the big reveal of FF7. And it's genuinely great. It's great to go revisit, like, we're gonna go back to what Cloud said was happening, but Cloud is such a bad storyteller because his brain is fucked. Tifa goes back and actually pieces together, no, this is what happened. What you said was wrong. You actually did this. Like, that shit is great. That shit is fucking great. It's one of the best parts of the original FF7, and it's all story. Super good. I can't wait till we get to that part in this game, because nothing in this game doesn't set that up. In fact, everything that we've seen so far in FF7 Remake is still setting up for that moment to happen, you know? That still has to happen.
Wait! Stop running away from me!
Oh shit. Story stuff.
Don't worry, it'll be okay.
Ow.
Wait!
So, quick recap. This isn't the this guy or sick guy. It's actually different from Marco. This is a different guy from Marco, but it's one of the clones, right? It's one of the experiments, the reunion experiments that Hojo did. In the same vein that Cloud was as well. But Cloud doesn't, you know, obviously is in the same state that all these guys are. So these dudes are a part of the reunion project, and they hold a shit ton of Genova cells, right? The more Genova cells, is this number 2? They have more Genova cells than any average soldier might, because they've been heavily experimented on by Genova, and now they're trying to find Sephiroth. Their whole goal is to meet up for the reunion to locate Sephiroth's body, which is actually at the top of the world in the Northern Crater. But the difference now in this timeline of FF7 and where our characters are at now is that these guys can be manipulated by Genova and Sephiroth way more. Like, Sephiroth can practically transform because Cloud is there, right? Can manifest through Cloud's, like, memories of Sephiroth.
Not him, but looks pretty damn similar.
There's the number, but why 2?
Who knows? Come to think.
The reunion.
This shit's great.
Cloud, get it together. Come on.
Shit's great. The way Aerith reacts. She knows that Cloud is fucked up.
Do you?
Sephiroth, the war hero? I know he died in an accident 5 years ago. They said so on the news.
Maybe they did. But I've got a feeling he's still alive.
Oh, right. Come on, let's go.
Her reaction immediately. Her reaction immediately. Oh, right. She immediately knows. If the way, like, because what happens? What events happen in Final Fantasy VII Original that would cause Aerith to, like, comfort Cloud in this situation? Like, get it together. Like, look at me, you're okay. The directing of that scene is very much implicating that Aerith is aware, because what does Cloud do under Sephiroth's control? He literally tries to kill her on multiple occasions. Through Sephiroth's manipulation. And you as the player have to fight it, you know, right before the eventual happens to Aerith. You have to stop that from happening. He, like, beats her up. So Aerith's already aware that those sort of events are going to happen. And she's trying to get him, it's going to be okay, you're going to be fine. Like, I'm here. Because Cloud has no control over it. It just happens to him. Yo, Evo Luan, thank you, dude. You should listen to Brianna's take on this, too. I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious what she has to say. But just the way that she acknowledges Sephiroth in that situation, she obviously knows. Right? She's completely fucking aware. How come Cloud and Zack considered failed experiments when they didn't go through the same side effects as NGL and Genesis? Weird Hojo shit. Right? Weird. Well, Ghost. NGL and Genesis weren't done by Hojo. NGL and Genesis were done by Hollander, and Hollander was a fucking idiot. Literally an idiot. Hollander jacked NGL and Genesis full of so much Mako and so much Genova cells and shit that they, like, sprout wings. Like, Hollander's a fucking idiot. Just like a ton of characters from the compilation of Final Fantasy VII. Hollander, like the smart characters in Compilation, Hollander and Lucrezia are fucking idiots. They are the dumbest characters in human history. Like, they should be in Prometheus or some shit. Scientists that look and act like the biggest stupid assholes ever. They're terrible characters. They're terrible. The less of them, the better. If FF7 Remake in some way can fix Hollander, or even address them and Lucrezia's characters and not make them absolute fucking trash, which is what Crisis Core and Dirge do, I'm gonna be astounded. Astounded.
My dad told me that man, he used to be a soldier when he was younger.
There you go. He was already a guy jacked with Mako. Jacked with Genova cells.
Hey, Cloud. I know a lot of people around here need help. When I'm out on patrol, a lot of them tell me about their problems.
But are they sorry, though?
Do you think you might be interested in helping out?
Probably not.
Well, I'm all for it. We still have plenty of time.
Oh god, the Mako kid showed up. I'm sorry, the Moogle kid.
I give you permission.
I always have the latest information. Come find me if you want to know.
I don't know if the Moogle kid gives me anything of relevance.
Oh my, is that a Moogle?
Bug damage, thank you, dude.
See me, Kupo? Then you two must be very, very special people.
Yes, I'm skipping all this
You
dialogue.
must not be from Mog wanted to bring happiness to all them.
That's right, Kupo.
And you know...
Well, anyway, they can be yours if you've got enough Moogle medals.
Like 27 of these things.
If you find any Moogle medals...
So, Moggy, what do you do with the medals we...
Oh, you know what.
Of course, just like Mog the Moogle. I see you're working hard, Mr. Merc.
Yep.
So what are you gonna do next?
Advent Children is
Keep on
shit.
working
Watch
hard.
Last Order instead.
As you always do, I'm sure.
You know,
That's a
this
very
is
weird
how I earn a
statement.
living.
Huh?
Considering
Really? I thought you were just doing it for fun.
I suppose some people do.
Hello, I'm some people. Nice to meet you.
line is still good. Advent Children's not good. Last Order is even worse. Actually is worse. Believe it or
Welcome
not.
to the Moogle Emporium.
Advent Children is
Free. Thanks to you,
fucking
I got a ton of
schlock with
medals,
terrible story
which
and
means I can bring.
Good for you.
good for you.
Hey, Cloud.
Not until I'm happy. Go on.
I'll need a lot more medals.
Well, that
Nah,
won't.
Good
I
luck,
don't
guys.
want a Google background story. Right, I like aspects of Advent Children. The fighting, you're not going to get me to defend the story and the characters ever. Last Order butchers the Nibelheim incident and is nothing but melodramatic, super hyper melodramatic anime fucking schlock. At least Advent Children has some fun moments in fighting and stuff. But geez, dude, I don't think there's anything redeemable about... Last Order. Other than maybe it looks good. I really dislike Last Order. This is from somebody that loves FF7. Anyway, so we just have a bunch of... Kids on patrol. Is Last Order canon? Apparently not. Apparently it's not. It's actually been, like, rescinded. Crisis Core essentially writes it over.
They promised me... Oh. You're that former soldier, aren't you? Cloud, was it?
Former soldier turned problem solver. Are you okay, Miss Folia? You look upset.
Yeah, I am pretty upset. The kids are still off doing patrols, even though it's now time for their lessons. Not a single
What the hell
one
is
of them
that
has
cat
come
thing
back
with the
yet.
crown? A character that shows up and becomes part of the party.
Is that a Leaf House thing?
In some form.
Something they do
Not
to
the same
help
exact
out?
form.
That's right.
The weird cat with the crown thing is a very relevant character towards the later story of
running
FF7.
errands, that kind of thing. I don't suppose you've seen any of them, have you? You see, I have some important plans this evening, and I really need to go and get ready.
We know what those plans are now.
Would you like us to go round them up?
That would be wonderful. There are 5 of them out on patrol right now. They all wear homemade swords on their backs, so they should be easy to spot.
Yeah, so the AI worked in lip animation. I watched, funny enough, I watched the AI lip animation and work on the Japanese. I saw somebody playing the Japanese dub, right? And in Japanese, it looks really good. Like, NPCs lip sync to Japanese words quite well. But in English, it's kind of rough, right? The AI lip sync doesn't look nearly as good in English. Nearly as good. In Japanese, however, it syncs up quite well. Like, very well. And between all this, like, NPC dialogue like this. But the English, it's a bit fucky, right? It's a bit all over the place. Feels almost like Godzilla sort of characters talking. I gotta locate them kids.
Aerith, you're back! Come, look what we've done with the flowers. Lovely, don't you think?
Great job. It's wonderful.
Isn't it? Oh, I nearly forgot. I saw some Shinra
Apple Juice
suit
and
walking
DX
toward
Burra,
your
thank you,
house
guys.
a little while ago. He was dressed all in black. A little scary looking.
Where Root is. Is this just kids on patrol? It is.
It's not safe up there. Did you know?
Where the hell are them kids at? Isn't there one down here? One right here. Skip, skip, skip.
Wow! I heard that. Is that true?
Who knows?
I forgot about Miss Folia's lesson! I gotta head back to the house. Oh,
Hey there.
there's a lot more
Well, you've been...
Oh, Miss Folia's lessons! I gotta get back to the house!
One of the NPCs near the jukebox references Bugenhagen? Fuck you. No way. Holy fuck. Tell me you guys heard the lightning from the Scrub Lord, right? You heard that at least, right? Ezio Auditore put in 100 gift subs? Holy mother of God! Making everyone dodge their asses off. Sweet Jesus, man. Making everyone move this late at night? It's almost 3 in the morning! The hell are you doing? Damn Ezio, holy fuck, dude, that's a shit ton of gift subs! Stimulus checks! What is it? Income tax refunds! God damn. That's crazy, dude. That's a shit ton of gift subs, Ezio. I only hope that the poor bastards that were in the line of sight of all those gift subs are gonna recover. That's a painful one. That's a big bomb. Thank you, dude.
If you're not doing anything, would you mind chatting with these ladies?
Are you a soldier? Sometimes they become thieves, steals.
Aerith, how are you doing, dear?
Is there no saving them?
I'm looking for a book on planetology.
Go on. If we wait for more dialogue.
So much after his parents passed away.
A book written by what was the author's name? Google something?
Oh shit. There it is. There it is. The guy references Bugenhagen and his planetology. Knowledge of planetology. There you go. And oh wow. And it's right next to the thing that plays the Cosmo Canyon theme. Wow.
I'm looking for a book on planetology.
That's cool. That's a very cool nod. I'm gonna change that alert, chat. Hold on a second. By the way, thank you, Ezio, for testing that alert for me. I fucking wasn't expecting that, but I do definitely appreciate it. What was it under? Subscriptions, gift sub. Over 50 is how you trigger that. And you know what? It made me realize I gotta change something.
Is there no saving them?
I'm looking for a book on planetology.
I wish I knew what those Avalanche people were thinking.
Yeah, the audio was very low on that one.
He changed so much after his parents passed away.
Midgar wouldn't be Midgar.
Variation, checking something real fast. Sorry, chat. Yeah, in fact, I like that. I'm gonna change the other one. Sorry.
Is there no saving them?
Edit. The volume that high. Okay, done and done.
Wouldn't be Midgar without the plate and the reactors.
Why is Aerith kicking that old man? I don't know. He's mad.
You could see the sky?
Try taking out
Did you know?
Yo, White Mage, thanks for that 7 gift subs. Yeah, I like the new Benny gift sub stuff. I think it's cool.
Finally got
That was actually the Streamlabs guys helped me out by making those. They just made them for free. It was super nice of them.
Such a sweetheart. Us folks in the neighborhood.
Hey there.
great.
I think the last one is right behind me.
Oh, I gotta go.
Get out of here, female Harry Potter.
Sorry.
Yeah, more dodges, Chad. The people want you to move. Got that master dodge materia.
Hey there. I've been watching them.
Super Bear, thanks for the prime as well, dude.
Teachers don't.
Damn, what the fuck? 600 dudes today? Jesus. Thanks, guys. People are still into this FF7 shit. I kind of love it that it's like, we're what? Almost 3 weeks? We're almost 3 weeks since the launch of this game. And people are still super into this FF7 shit, right? I still am, right? And I haven't even finished my full playthrough. But just the fact that, like, we're still having all these conversations and, you know, all this shit is happening. Yeah, it's cool. If you do all the side quests, you'll get the red Aerith dress again. I'm assuming so. I'm assuming so. I got one more. Damn, I don't know where the hell that kid is.
I'm sorry, I forgot about the lesson.
One more. Near the entrance. Yo, Kazuki as well put in 5 gift subs. Everyone's getting hammered right now. Gotta be careful, chat. Dangerous back alley out there.
Hello, Cloud.
Droflim?
I think you sound
First
very
up from Twitch wanted to give you some because I learned a lot from you and it helped me become a better content creator with the stream's advice and chat. Thank you.
Oh man, I completely
Best stream in the world. Yo, thank you, Dro. That was super nice of you to do
That's
that.
everyone. Let's go back to the house.
And say all that nice shit. And give me money. What the fuck? Thank you, Dro.
Get your hands on the hottest new set. Sunbathing Chocobo.
Kind of dreading the hard mode playthrough. Don't be worried about it too much. I think people are hyping up the hard mode playthrough to be, the hard mode run to be a bit harder than it actually is. I'm what, 7, 8 chapters in right now, and it hasn't really been that stressful. I just did the air buster with no buffs, and it wasn't even that bad.
The children
It's just
finally
fun.
came back, thanks to you two. You've been a great help. Okay, everyone, come inside. It's time to hit the books.
What's my reward for this?
You guys, the Toad King's back.
That's right, it opens
I saw
up
him near the
this.
hideout. We gotta do something about him.
The Toad King?
A weird, creepy monster we've seen near the hideout.
What should you focus on? Just make sure you have
Walks around like he owns the
chakra
place.
and pray.
If he's not a king,
Probably
he's
the
gotta
2
be
best
monster
materias you're
royalty
gonna
at
need
least. I
going
bet
into
a
hard
soldier
mode.
could beat him up easy.
Oh yeah, real easy. But here's the thing. I don't work for free. Or cheap.
But we don't have any money. The watch wouldn't ask for money. But if we ask any other grown-ups for help, they'll find out about the hideout, and that'll be it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into Hell House knowing that I have to have all the materia, the correct materia equipped.
And we'll give you some cool treasure if you
That'll
do.
make it a lot easier.
And if that's not enough, I'll pay the rest of your fee once I open my shop. Well, if you won't help,
Yeah,
we'll just
Shinkiro,
have
that's
to do it
true.
ourselves.
Hard makes you realize how the game should have been balanced, going back to normal. Makes you realize how easy the game is.
Huh?
I'm offering a special discount right
It's
now.
almost like a lot of the game can be played just by mashing attack, right?
Awesome.
And you could it's almost like you could play through the majority of Final Fantasy VII Remake the same way that you can play the original Final Fantasy VII. The game gives you a lot of options and a lot of shit you can do, but how do you really beat the original FF7?
I'm sorry we had to give you such
You
a
mash
dangerous
attack throughout the
job.
whole fucking
There's
game.
really no one else
How do
we
you
could've
beat
asked.
Final Fantasy VII Remake on normal difficulty? You can get through the whole game just by mashing attack.
I can't believe I
The game
forgot
gives you a
all
lot
about
of options and a lot of different ways to play, but if you want to just spend more time, not deal with weaknesses, and just whack shit to Kingdom Come, you definitely can. Press Cloud to win, right? You can triple slash the whole game through if you want.
You won't stop telling us stories about that damn reactor.
Poommeister 2442, holy crap. It was amazing, love the theories on Cloud and Tifa. If I remember, they weren't close before the fall. After Tifa started to see him in a different light, they came close after, hence why she made him promise that promise. Tifa has this specific line that she was shocked. God damn it, White Mage, thank you! Finish this damn thought! Tifa has a very specific line of dialogue in Cloud's mind prison that she was actually shocked that Cloud invited her to tell her like that let's like I'm gonna go out and become a soldier and all this shit. She was actually surprised by that because she didn't know each other very well. So their relationship's very unique. Yeah, and she says, I didn't really think about you that much until after you left, and I thought about you a lot. Because of that little conversation.
He doesn't see me. Be quiet.
I'll go for the dumpy quest. Isn't this quest required? And isn't this specific quest like something I have to do?
See you around.
None are required here. Oh, really?
Leave this to me.
I don't think so.
Keep it together.
Here goes.
Let's go.
Prayer went up too. Bitchin'. You gotta choose between manuscripts and the dress. Oh, well, I want the manuscripts. You don't have to do it, but these quests tie in with Aerith's dress. Well, I don't need to see Aerith's dumpy dress. I like the red dress. I mean... I do want the manuscripts. That's the thing I want the most, to be honest. That's like what I'm kind of looking for throughout this playthrough. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the last VR trial, I am. I thought we had access to it today, but we don't. Once again, I say something in the title of the stream that doesn't actually happen.
Easy.
And we're safe.
Try to stay behind me.
That way I can cover your back.
I'm through. Deal with that.
So it's my turn? Get him! You can do it!
Take it over. Sorry.
Aerith dodged that on AI? Nice.
Glad that's over.
This game as hard as the original? Original FF7 is a pretty easy game. And this game on normal difficulty is pretty easy.
Right.
You might die like once or twice, like I did.
Go away!
Wow, it actually whipped!
Take the lead.
I'll show you what I can do. This one's for you! You've got this.
I got it.
Go on!
Was it just you? Wait. I haven't asked you?
Allow me.
I'll take care of them. One more shot. You okay? This should make you stronger.
Oh.
What a joke.
Sorry about that. This one's for you! Why don't you lead the way?
Let's do this.
One more shot.
Nice. So that was
Moving on then.
scriptures for Aerith. Dope. Very dope. Man, the tower. Thank you, dude. Up from the East Coast. Thanks, man. Yeah, I know. My streams are very harsh on for East Coasters. Zacharias, thanks for the 5 as well, dude. Yeah, well, that's the problem, is that the dodge mechanic in this does not actually have iframes.
Did you defeat
It's just
the
movement.
Toad King?
Yep.
This game, like, is gonna force you to take damage. That's kind of the problem.
I knew
That's
you
where,
could
like, the
do it.
RPG-ness kicks in, and it's not entirely an action game, is that the game will force you to take damage.
So much.
Even when you're countering or
This is for
parrying.
you. The treasure we promised. It's definitely worth at least 3 gil.
That was a potion.
Okay, kids. Playtime's over for now. I've prepared a special assignment for everyone. One that I expect you to finish today. Understood?
Yes. Yes, Miss Folia.
There's a damageless run on every boss. I'm sure there
Appreciate you
is,
getting rid of
but
the Toad King, by the way.
Wow, Miss Folia.
after you
must know all
fucking
their
fight them a
secrets.
billion times,
Oh, if only.
right?
Easier said than done. They're always on the move, looking for new adventures, chasing new dreams. All while trying to make the lives of everyone around them just a little bit better. I try to make sure they don't stumble and fall. And when they finally do, I help them back up.
Sounds exhausting.
Sometimes it is. But I want the children to know that until
Like,
they
to
can
play like
stand
a
on their
Dark
own
Souls
2 feet,
game, and to do
that
a
I'm here to
no-hit
support
run,
them.
you just essentially have to play like a bitch,
them.
right? You don't go
But
for
even if we're
parries
not
and risky
actually
counters
related, we're still a
and all that
family.
shit.
A real
You
family.
just
in all the ways that
run in,
matter.
poke, run away.
If I can do that
Wait for the
them,
monster to do their shit, run in, poke, run away.
then maybe I'm making this world
It's
a
like,
better
it's
place.
much
I know you are.
more simple to do it in
My
a game like
predecessor
that, and
taught
then
me
enemies in this
everything I
game have
know.
like these
I just
fucking
took up
crazy
his
attacks that like
torch
lock
and
onto you
ran
and
with
shit.
it, I guess. Not that I'm anything close to what he was. Biggs is one of a kind. Oh no! I've completely lost track of time.
Spam stop.
somewhere
Yeah,
you
I
need
could
to
see
be?
that being a big way.
More like a dream I need to fulfill. Thank you again for your help.
Well, I mean, it's not. She runs an orphanage, but it's not
I wonder
alluded that
what
she's a
kind of thing she's
stripper at
chasing
Walmart.
No idea.
Thanks again
She's
for
like,
saving our
she's more like a
hideout from the
Vegas
king.
dancer, right? And not like a strip club
everyone
dancer,
know
like,
you
you know,
guys can join
like
the
a
game
cabaret.
as special guests.
There's a big difference between like a
you wanna know
cabaret
more, then
dancer
come to the
and a
hideout.
stripper. You know, she's just a dancer. Like, there's a big fucking difference. A showgirl. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. She's like a showgirl. Unless she's like teaching kids and then like hooking it up at night. That's not the way this game sort of. That's not the way they sort of depict the honey girls. Not completely. Not completely. Maybe some.
I'm studying so I can read a ton of books.
Oh, here for a checkup?
You're a doctor? Oh, you are.
It's always a pleasure to speak with those charming little ones from the newspaper. Like a ray.
Yeah, it's just, they make the honey bin like a cabaret club.
It'd be great if they
It's a complex job system. She's not on that tier yet. Like, imagine it's like Final Fantasy Tactics, where you get your job as teacher, and eventually it goes up and up and up and up, and it evolves into like a burlesque dancer.
Shinra weapons are on the rampage. 5 of them, like floating eyeballs. I saw them wander off into the scrap, but if they come back into town, it'd be a disaster. We need someone who's willing and able to fight.
Another war's coming.
I'll handle it.
You will? Oh man, you're the best! I could hear them shouting intruder detected or some other nonsense when they floated off. Be careful, they look dangerous.
I'm gonna go back up to the Leaf house really quick. I want to see what's in the upper bedroom.
My
lights have been on.
These eyeballs are a pain in the fucking ass, by the way. Pain in the ass.
I don't think I know you.
Right. Super beer, thank you, dude. Super Bear Owl, that's what it is. Thank you, Super Bear. God damn, for troll's sake. Holy shit, 10 gift subs at this hour? The hell are you doing? Thank you, dude. Look on the Dodges chat. I don't think we can get upstairs. Unless there's another door I don't know about. Right? You can see that the place has an upstairs, but you can't get to it. Right?
It'd be great if they asked us again.
Just got in a big old chip in a bag.
And Shanoa, thank you.
So, do you think this means another war's coming?
I've been out here all night watching.
That's where Biggs wakes up at the end of the game, yeah. In fact, let me look at what materia I have maxed out. There it is. Nice. What was the fucking... Ooh, Chakra is actually maxed out on Cloud. Rare is actually maxed out on Tifa. Maybe I'll run into a Smogger over here. Maybe. Damn, these take fucking forever to level up, dude. Back. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Do I have all the achievements on this game? No, I've taken a bit of a break and I've come back. I'm still playing through hard mode, so I definitely don't have all the achievements. There's no enemies in here. Please tell me there's a Smogger down here that I can blow up and I can learn my shit. Whoa. Whoa. I don't remember getting that cutscene. Weird. Interesting. I dropped my combos in Shinoa, thank you guys. 64 months in Shinoa, god damn, thank you. Oh, Smogger to the right area? Is it actually over here?
Come on.
I'm with you.
Uh-oh.
Let's go. Go on.
Run away for now.
Leave this to me.
Shit.
I'm coming. Ha! This one's for you.
Okay. This is the dead end. Just the other ones. Oh, that's right. I gotta put, I gotta switch prayer. There we go. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna wait for... Uh-oh. Fuck, I forgot to heal Aerith's MP, but I have a fix. I have a fix. The bench over here. Benches don't heal MP. Fuck, I forgot. I fucking forgot. You only get it at chapter restore. Oh my god. So what is... Shit. Silver Staff has MP regen? Yeah, I think I have to start using Silver Staff. I think that's just, I just have to. I just have to. Materia. Okay. Yo, Chocolate Torpedo, thank you very much, dude. One second. Healing spells MP cost reduction, attack spells cost reduction. Yes, prioritize. Yes, prioritize. Okay. I'm gonna get reprieve. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm trying to get the thing that isn't just soul drain, right? That I can get MP back in a different way. Okay. Oh, on staggered enemies, it's even better? Alright. Nice. All the same slottage should be good. Yeah, you can respec weapon. No, MP, really? Chad, you guys telling me that there was a smogger somewhere in here? Like, is there one down here or some shit? Corneo stash.
You sure you want to fight? Here goes. Get him! Sorry.
Whoa. Big suck.
Glad that's over.
Must be a chapter 14 spawn. Okay. I'll do Soul Drain in that case. Get these guys first.
This isn't a game. Focus.
I'm focused. I'm coming!
Need a light.
You've got this.
I got this.
How shocking.
Get ready. It's on you.
So it's my turn? Get him! It's your turn.
My turn.
Just a bit.
Here we go. Too bad.
Okay. A lot easier than it was when I first got here. A lot easier. That's actually where I want to go. I don't think so. Over leveled? Well, I mean, we are on hard mode. Hard mode makes the assumption that you are level 50. In fact, hard mode does everything in its fucking power to like make sure that you're level 50. And
I'll protect you.
To be honest, I can't get any higher than level 50.
Say goodbye.
I'll protect the Aerith. Damn, those guys are dead as fuck.
Go on!
Kind of surprised they died very easily for you too. They're kind of tanky for you. Yeah, these guys were a huge pain in the neck when I first did this.
Let's do this. Calling fire. So long. Keep it together.
I'll take care of him. Here it comes. Too bright? Tagging out.
Hang back. No holding back. Don't overdo it.
Here goes. You've got this.
My turn.
Go on. That was close.
This guy does not want to die.
Deal with that.
I'll
I'll do what I can. Sorry, but you handle it.
I need you to come down here so I can blow you up.
I'm through with you.
It's on you.
So it's my turn?
Yep.
You can do it!
My turn.
I'll show you what I can do.
Let me actually do my soul drain against this
You've
guy.
got this.
Hang back.
Thank you.
All it really is that you have to use magic to break the barrier. Ooh, scriptures, okay. Yeah, Blade Burst seems to just blow up these guys. No shit. Do you think you'd be able to use Cloud's Advent Children's Sword in future parts? I think that'll be cool. I think it'd be neat if they did that.
According to officials who are involved with the ongoing investigation.
Oh, the time of day changed.
I heard. You got them all, right? Robots from the reactor getting lost in the slums. Must be because of the explosion up top, huh? They must have thought they were protecting the reactor and figured I was trespassing on their turf or something.
Maybe.
Almost feel sorry for getting all lost and confused like that. Oh, what am I saying? Man or machine? Shinra bitches get what they deserve.
Now hold on.
Shinra bitches.
Anyway, I think it's safe to say our work here is finished. If you're ever in the market for a merc again, remember, you can count on Cloud.
Sure. And sorry about putting this on you all of a sudden. I'm really glad you were willing to help out, though. Thanks again. Actually, while you're here, I've got another favor to ask. There's this old guy who hangs out in front of the weapons shop. I think he might need your help. Would you mind talking to him?
This shit might be hard. I think I can sleep the ghosts, though.
It feels good to help people out, doesn't it? You having fun yet?
Heaps.
Then you can't be afraid to show it more. Don't forget, it's all about service and salesmanship.
I'll leave that to you.
All right, but don't think you can rely on me forever, mister.
Wasn't planning to.
That's good, 'cause I command a very good salary.
Shinra bitches.
Oh, I know you. I have a but I can't. Could you do me a favor?
It'll cost you.
That's fine, that's fine. Now that those creeps...
Didn't we buy a graveyard key off Moggy? I think we did.
Let's go do this one really fast. Aerith has 38 MP, so that's a bit better. He's getting it back. I'll just have to use more on Cloud. Oh, it says like Sector 5 right there.
One of my friends told me that this hot mercenary got her
Freaking Charles Bronson. Oh god. Oh, yeah, okay. So here's what we have to do. Here's what we need to do. I don't think these guys have any enemy skills. I don't think I need to assess them. What I do need to do... I need to fucking sleep them. Yeah. We need to sleep them. Yeah, this shit can be a doozy. Cloud's Lockhart and Dr. Cosby Sr. Thank you guys for the primes. have a skill? Okay. Well, I still have it on. I'm assuming they're also weak to fire, too. Most of these enemies are, like, weak to fire and shit. Right? Most of the time they're weak to fire. In fact, I can just look it up. What the hell are they called? Bandersnatches or something? Grash Strike. Yeah, that's what they are. Oh no, they're weak to ice! Wait. Are they Queen Grash Strikes? Are they 3 Queen Grash Strikes? Okay, it seems like they are. Maybe they're Venom Mantis? Okay. Either way, it's ice. In fact, I'm gonna do another big brain play here. Might do warding materia. You know what? Actually. Just do us from here. Reduces the duration of detrimental status effects. That's not bad. Immune to slow and stop. Immune to poison. Let's do that, because these guys, I'm pretty sure they poison the shit out of you. It's either poison or the boots. What do you think, chat? Boots or poison? I can heal the slow. Poison and slow. I can fix the slow with haste. But the poison's a problem. In fact. That one, is that subversion? Cleansing. I have a lot of fucking healing materia. Chakra cure poison? Regen also removes poison? Okay. It wasn't resistant to sleep, which is very good. Let's just go in and give this a shot. Just give it a shot. It's gonna be a pain in the ass.
This isn't a game. Focus.
Trust me, I'm focused.
Sweet dreams.
Go on!
ready.
God.
Here goes. Cut!
Okay.
It's your turn.
Taking over.
Every little bit helps. Go on.
Don't overdo it.
I'll take care of him. That's it.
Let's do this.
Don't catch a cold. One more shot.
Don't stop now.
Ready or not, here I come. Come on, team. Get him. Cut.
Sweet dreams.
Fuck you.
Get him.
Keep it together.
So it's my turn?
I can either use prey or I can start going for shit like this.
Tagging out.
My turn.
That's it.
All right. Here it comes. Don't overdo it.
I'll take care of him. It's your turn.
Taking over. Take him down.
I'll take care of this. Hey, you ready?
Gotcha.
This one's for you.
Just in case.
Stay back. He's close.
Finish it.
Let me teach him a lesson. Why don't you lead the way?
My turn.
Feeling chilly?
Here we go.
Get him!
Enough. Take him down.
Right, my turn.
Fuck, Cloud. Oh my god.
Okay. Cut!
There we go. The gimmick was,
This must be it.
the gimmick was sleep and not be
Hey,
poisoned.
You want to say a prayer too?
No thanks. I think you've got it covered.
Just go into the fight kind of prepared and you're okay. Just aware of what the enemies do. Not that bad. That was 10 times easier than going into it the first time I did it, dude. Holy shit, those guys constantly slept me and fucked me over. And then now it's just like, oh, okay. I know what they do. Prevent that shit from happening. Yeah, sleep is a very good way to stop them from just going and rolling over you.
I'm really grateful for what you did. I owe him a lot. I know it's not much.
We paid our respects.
Oh, I was beginning with my bad, but I was prepared.
Yeah, sleep is very good.
Don't say that.
This is the graveyard.
But
why don't you just give it?
Okay.
5,000?
It's all wait. I won't ask. It's downright depressing.
HP restored, but not MP. How long does sleep last on an enemy? About like 30 seconds. It's a decent chunk. Wait a minute.
Though the ceasefire was declared,
They crossed the line. I heard there's someone going around helping people who need it.
Now that things are starting to settle down a bit, we can finally play Whack-A-Box again.
Oh no.
It's all thanks to you.
I don't need to though.
Oh yeah, I forgot. There's this tired-looking guy out by the community center. and I heard he was looking
The
for
stop
some
effective
help.
for hard mode stop is very good. It is very fucking good.
You can do. Oh, hey, Cloud. You're just. The rules are easy. We usually don't.
No, I've already
Aw, man.
destroyed
Would
that
have been
shit.
cool to see
You got to hold that. You have to hold that, little girl. My record's still on there, and you can't beat it. Hold that shit. I mean, I did it to Reno earlier. Reno got staggered. I cast stop on him, and then I did Ascension, and every single hit did stagger damage, and he fucking died. It was kind of crazy. I already did the hard mode whack.
That's what it's called.
Angel of the Slums. I'm sure Angel of the Slums is gonna give us something good, right? Oh, we have to fight that big, that giant bulldozer smogger guy. Aerith's in Peaceful sucks. Let's do this quest really fast. I'm missing I don't want to hear this guy talk anymore, so I gotta mash through this.
Wouldn't happen to be a certain merc that's become the talk of
Yeah,
the town?
stop doesn't leave them in stagger longer. It just stops the stagger bar from going down. So yes, it technically does. But stop stops the stagger bar. So as soon as you stagger an enemy, cast stop on them and just go ham.
Strive to raise a. We seek a better. Now then, my friend, are you familiar with? She delivers.
Oh, it gives you a manuscript? Well, there you go.
Yes, she. Nevertheless, I've made it my. Now that my. Which brings me to you. Work of the hour and.
Good to see you again, Mireille.
Good to see you.
Cloud, meet Mireille, meet...
The kids have, and now.
I am?
Yeah, I'm gonna pretty much farm Soul Drain on this boss, now that I know what to do. This boss is like a super obvious weakness.
When is it
This is fun, man. This game is so much fun. The gameplay is fun. I just want more stuff to do. It's funny, you get like a 40-hour game, and I still want more stuff to do. Bizarre. Very bizarre. We're going the right way, right? No, I gotta go back and talk, that's right. I was way too ahead of myself.
Sure hope not.
Skip the part.
My lights have been on.
Get your hands on the hottest new set.
You have carbon? I don't. Yeah, I hear it's like cheating, but I don't.
I've heard about you. So, any news?
Have you tried talking to Mireille at all?
Mireille? I chased her for. So how'd you?
This old.
Then quickly, has she struck again?
I don't know any.
Her base of.
Deep in the scrub.
Lookout point.
But before you go.
Oh.
Quite long. If it's a plan.
Let's finish up this quest, chat.
My good mercenary.
Let's not burn ourselves out. We did quite a bit tonight, and it was very fun.
That's what's called eating money.
Tell me I didn't miss something, and I'm like, gotta fucking... Okay, good.
Man.
Hey, what'll it be?
SAD screwdriver.
Sure would love another. So, do you think this?
Here's a screen you don't use very often. This is just like a stats screen. Enemy intel collected? Dude, are you kidding me? I only have 2 more fucking enemies to... No. No, I don't have a couple enemy intel. Okay.
Means another war's coming.
One of my friends told me that this hot mercenary...
Gotta run through here. Whack some boxes, get some MP. Did I find the last 2 odd jobs? I didn't. I don't know what I missed. Arena? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, they're just alternative wall market quests. Gotcha. Oh wait, I gotta switch everything up. Need more healing materia. Running out.
I've got this.
Don't you mean we've got this?
Keep it together.
I'm coming!
See ya.
One more shot! And we're...
I think it's up here to the right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the other Madam M quests. The different hand massage, stuff like that. This big asshole. Is there something I can actually learn from you? In fact, let's find out.
Now that... Just mean.
Take the lead.
I'll take care of them. That's it!
Shit, we're gonna die. Oh, fuck. That was really funny.
It's your turn.
Taking over. There.
Get him!
No holding back.
And catch!
Yeah. It's on you.
I'm coming!
Bring it.
Ha! This one's for you! Tagging out!
Great.
Oh, I'm silent. Bitch.
Need a breather.
I'll take care of them. Go on! Ha!
Need to heal up.
Keep that!
Take the lead.
I'll show you what I can do. Get him!
Bring it.
We'll make it quick. You're still doing okay, right?
No way.
Oh my god damn. Oh my god damn.
Get through this. That's it. I'll take that. One more shot.
Fucking silence.
Get him. Here it comes. You've got this.
Let's do this.
Too bright?
Aerith, can you not?
Calling lightning. Let's do this.
Just go away.
Aerith is just bouncing around back there.
Don't overdo it.
Come on, you can do it. Go on. That's it. I think we're almost done. Sorry, but you handle it.
Get ready.
God, Cloud.
Brace yourself. All right.
Here it comes. This one's for you. Wait, seriously?
I'm here.
I got fucking killed. Oh, I got fucking killed again!
Tagging out.
Fight through it. Not looking good. Get ready. It's over.
Okay. I fucking died.
Guess we should look around.
Okay, at least I can heal my HP here, right? No? I can't?
The guardian angel of the slums will collect your offering on behalf of the poor.
This must be one of her calling cards.
I don't see anything else interesting. Let's head back and tell him what we found.
I gotta remember, I gotta take off the pendants I have on the characters. Okay.
I can't believe this is the. It's an incredible.
Hold on. Looks like this to the nosy shit. I was planned, but next time.
Not just.
Sorry about. Here I was.
Now, in any. Everybody!
It's about damn.
Don Corneo, excuse me!
So much from...
Here. Oh, and no need.
2,000 space bucks.
Well done, Mr. Merc. You certainly lived up to your.
I wish I could have.
I've heard about
give me that damn bench.
Been helping people around town, right?
Oh, I already got HP up. Okay, good.
I've got plans.
What did I want to do? Materia and equipment. We are still sitting on star pendants, which is no good. Do that.
Can't wait.
Only halfway finished.
Really?
And I know what fight we're about to do, so let's switch this up. Okay. Okay.
Yep, I helped build the
Oh, you also need to at least pass the box quest for it to count, otherwise you won't get the red dress. Maybe that's good. Oh, Root is weak to wind.
I wanna go.
Bitch ass only has one wind materia. Oh my god. I'll have to go buy another one. Gotta go buy another one from Chadley.
I'm studying so I can read.
It'd be great if the spices and herbs that are.
Us folks I heard there's someone around.
If
It's a
there's
long
anything
way.
you require, please do not hesitate to ask.
Why not?
I hope you will continue to lend me your assistance.
A couple of drinks out would hit the spot right about.
Rare. Barrier healing revival. Yep. Yep. Yeah, we've already done the Bahamut stuff. Yeah, let's give it a shot. We'll just give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. This fight's gonna be fun.
Biggs gave me a bunch of his favorites.
Hello, Aerith.
What do you want?
Haven't seen him before. He your new boy toy?
That's right, Rude is so loud.
Bodyguard, if you must know.
Wait a minute. Those eyes. Is he the one who beat up Reno?
And what if I am?
Need to cross my T's, dot my I's, that's all.
Cloud, leave him be. Rude's not a bad person, really.
No, I'm not bad. But like it or not, I sometimes have to do bad things.
This is a fun fight.
Don't take it personal.
You Turks are all the same. All bark, no bite.
You're one to talk.
Stay back. Let's hustle. All right.
Cool.
Why don't you take a nap?
Can't you leave us alone?
Oh god.
Excuse me.
Really hurt. Okay, everyone's passed out.
Go on!
Sorry.
Oh god. Oh, wake the fuck up.
Gotta get a little payback.
Oh shit, he's so fucking mad.
Why don't you lead the way?
I got this. This might be it.
Soldier.
First class.
Oh, that really sucks.
Fuck, that's right.
Sure, however I can help. Stay strong, okay? Can you take over for me?
Back.
Shit.
Here it comes. Let's finish this. This won't take long.
One more shot!
Finish it.
I'll take care of this.
Wow, that was okay. Suddenly.
Okay then.
So, you had enough yet?
No, I don't believe that I have.
Just stop it.
Can't. It's my job.
Think about
shit.
changing careers.
Why don't you lead the way?
Let's do this.
Why don't you take a nap?
Keep it up. Go on!
Yeah, I think I have to do the other one.
I'm coming! Enjoy the ride! That's it!
Better than expected.
Fuck.
I'll show you what I can do.
Steady. My turn.
Shit. I thought you were rough.
No, but this is self-defense.
I fell unconscious.
Okay, up and at him.
Oh, there's a double, there's a triple!
Tagging out.
Let's do this.
Get him!
Get away from me, asshole!
Here goes.
He just ran up and tossed the shit out of me.
One's for you. I'll take care of you.
Need to heal up.
Shit.
All right. You're mine.
There we go. He's chasing me down.
leave us alone.
Fuck!
You know I can't do that.
Hey there, partner. I'm sure you're having the time of your life, but we're needed on standby for a job. Something about Sector 7. So get your ass back here now.
Understood.
I love the way Reno and Rude act around each other.
Apparently so. Go home and stay there.
You know I can't do that.
Huh?
I love Reno and Rude's relationship. They established that in Advent Children. And it's the same here. It's a fun chapter.
You're heading in already?
Wonder if there's any way to confirm we can get the Barrett scene. I wonder if there's any way we can actually force ourselves to get the Barrett scene from this point. Maybe not? Barrett scene's already technically failed. Well, then we should try to get Aerith. I'll go to finish that last quest. You need to not do any quests to get Barrett. Okay. And we'll just go do the box quest super fast.
Sounds like you've made a real major.
And now, the weather report.
Well, what do you think? Do I have what it takes? We'll be here whenever you want to play.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's get this over with. Brace yourself. So long. Let's do this. Here it comes.
Eat.
No holding back. Get ready.
come. Here we go.
I thought I got it in the end. Okay. 30k flat with Buster isn't terrible. The best option for this is Iron Blade. 'Cause Iron Blade gets triple slash. Triple slash is just too goddamn good. It's just too good.
We probably ought to call it.
Getting late, huh?
You've been working so hard you lost track of time.
Had to. The pace sucked.
'Cause they didn't know if you were worth it yet. But now
Hey,
they do.
Nostril, have a good one, dude.
Come on, let's go home.
Blade Burst might be pretty good too. Depends on how hard it hits. Infinity's Edge auto breaks any box. I can see that, but it takes so long to wind up to, you know?
It'd be great if they... Will he bite me? Come on!
Yo, Tropical Hazard, thank you, dude. And Arcanum and Ben Carmine, Besmundo, Dandy, Young Fusion, Arrow Girl, Leo Muratori, Solid Steak. Thanks, everybody.
Wait a sec.
4.
So, you coming?
Have a good one, Vexel.
You talking to the...
Shh. So, yeah. It was that kind of day. Let's go. Shouldn't keep Mom waiting.
Hey. What'd they say?
Good work today, guys. Kidding. They didn't say a word. But, you know... never mind. It's not like you'd believe me after all.
Probably not. Tell me anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
It won't be much longer now. The flowers, they have something important to tell us. Something they need to share with us. At least, that's the feeling I get. But before they can, there's a final step that has to be taken.
That shot of her hand
Otherwise,
gripping.
We won't hear them. Maybe
Yeah.
I should just give up. Honestly, it's what I do best.
Could have fooled me. From what I've seen, you're no quitter.
Well, today's special. That's why I've been working my butt off.
What's so special about it?
Okay, time to go.
See, I interpreted... This is a great line, though.
Learn to talk to her.
So fucking
Did
good.
the flowers say anything?
Good work today, guys?
the spirit.
Just the single line of her walking away and Cloud telling himself learn to talk to her is so fucking good. Like, they get it. They get it, man. And I interpreted that scene as Aerith hanging out with Cloud, right? Like, why was this day special? Because she's like, I got to meet you. And Cloud's such an idiot, he doesn't realize it. But instead, it's more like, I got to meet you again. You know? That's what it sort of comes across as with perspective of where this game is going. Instead, it comes across as, I got to meet you all over again. Because there's that literal line that Aerith has in the original game when you are in the gondola on the date with her. She has that line that she's like, I want to meet you. No, I really want to meet you. Like, she's inferring the fact that she knows that Cloud is not who he says he is. He's not who he acts. And Aerith picks up on that. She knows. Yeah. It's as if she already knows. Shit's all over the place, dude. So much of her critical story dialogue is all over the place. Where it's just completely aware that she knows. I fucking love it, dude. I love it that the two characters that are in on this game, the characters that are, like, in on the story are Sephiroth and Aerith. It's perfect. They're the two characters that have the biggest connection to the planet.
You're heading in already?
Yes.
Yeah, that's enough for one day.
Fuck you, making me play OG FF7 again. That's what this game will do, dude. It'll make you want to play the original.
Where have you two been? I've been worried sick.
Sorry. We got a little sidetracked.
Dinner's ready, in case you're wondering.
Ah, great.
But before we sit down, I want you to make up the guest room.
Gotcha. Take a load off, okay?
Judging by those eyes, I'm guessing you're a soldier.
Ex-soldier.
I hate to ask, but would you leave tonight without any fuss, no questions? You boys made a trade, a normal life, for power. You can't have it both ways.
I'm back!
Good! Now, I hope you're hungry.
Starving, right?
I've never been so proud. The man you've become. Women must be hounding you day and night.
Not really.
You know, there's all kinds of temptations in the big city. I'd feel...
Got a quick question on this scene, chat. This scene is all in Cloud's head, right? This whole Cloud goes back to Nibelheim as a soldier is completely in Cloud's head. This doesn't happen. Yeah, this is essentially a dream. This is him, like, thinking that if he went back to Nibelheim and spoke with his mom, this is what she would say. It's an artificial memory, yeah. Okay.
a lot better if I knew you'd found a good girl. One who'd make sure you didn't get into trouble.
I can take care of myself.
An older, more mature girl that could keep you on the straight and narrow and tell you when you're being a silly goose. That's the perfect type for you, I'd say.
Yeah, maybe he was the Shinra trooper instead. Yeah. Memory is correct, but he's a grunt instead of a soldier. Yeah, okay.
Don't want to overstay my welcome.
So it's a real memory, it's just that it's fucked up now, right? It's actually, it's a memory that is screwed up. not gonna hit this fucking greatest challenge in the game. Shit. Bucket. Oh my god.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Did you have a bad dream?
Oh,
Don't worry,
God.
you'll feel much better in the morning. And I promise to take you straight home.
Okay.
I missed the bucket to run into the basket. Fantastic. Missed the bucket.
Please don't let her hear me again.
Go back to the basket. I'm gonna do it again for science now. I'm gonna hit it again. Sounds so fucking mad.
You jerk! I thought I told you not to leave your room. Now get back in there.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. One more time. One more time. If Aerith is like, listen, shithead. If you don't stay in there, I'm gonna be pissed. One more time. Where'd the bucket go?
No more games.
Last one wasn't as special. I wanted her to say, listen, shithead. Oh, they progressively make it easier? There's less shit? Oh, okay. We look at the crowd. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's, wow. There's way less stuff.
You're leaving?
So, how do I get to Sector 7?
It's simple enough. Just cut through Sector 6. It isn't exactly safe, but you should be okay, seeing as you're a soldier.
Was one.
Promise me, you'll never talk to Aerith again. Please.
You got it.
Thank you.
Price of strength. Now, the game really looks good at night. Everything about Midgar looks so much better at night. Why does that look like there's a big hole right there? Is there? Wow, there is. Missed that shit. Oh, I didn't go over here. There's pumpkins! Big, thick-ass pumpkins! That I can't do anything with. Fuck. People are saying that Wedge probably died in the Shinra building. That he got pushed down the elevator shaft. We don't know. Like, I'm not counting any character deaths, like, off-screen as a death. We don't know. I would not be surprised. Why would they do that? Why wouldn't they give Wedge, like, a proper send-off? You know? Like, you know, like Jesse did. I just don't buy it. I think Wedge is still alive.
If it isn't the new florist. I appreciate you helping the kids out today. Thank you. They won't stop talking about the soldier who saved the day. Oh, and make sure
Jesse and Biggs died on screen,
too.
though? Well, yeah, Jesse died on screen. Biggs never died. You think Biggs died. Go read the chapter information. Biggs never died. He got saved by something. He most likely got saved by Kate Sith. That's why Kate Sith was in that cutscene. It's presumed that Biggs died, but Biggs says right before he passes out, I can probably take on a platoon or more. And then the game tells you he's not mortally wounded. He says he's just injured. It seems like it's a death scene, but then Cloud sort of gives up and leaves as he passes out. He's just hurt really bad. So Jesse absolutely is dead, though. Right? Jesse, the game even says in Chapter Select that Jesse is dead. She didn't make it. Kate Sith was on the upper plate when it fell. He couldn't have saved him. Well, maybe, like, he was buried under rubble and Kate Sith used a fucking Mog robot to cast some stupid dice roll that blows all of it up and it saves him. I don't fucking know. I'm just trying to put together what the hell the game is showing us. Kate Sith was there for a reason. Oh, one of the best scenes in the whole goddamn game.
Oh.
Well, look who it is. Talk about a coincidence.
What are you doing here?
Waiting.
Why?
Because I'm not sick of you yet.
Lead on, then.
With pleasure. Cloud? Is something wrong?
It's nothing.
Cloud's gonna go through a lot of, Cloud's gonna go through a lot of explaining to characters. It's nothing, I'm fine. He goes through a lot of that in the original FF7 as well. It's nothing, I'm fine. Is he seeing Zack's memories? No. No, Cloud's getting visions of the future. Completely different than the original game. He's getting visions of what will happen to the characters, what will happen to Aerith. What's the last time that Cloud would be familiar with that moment, with that music of FF7? It's the very end of FF7. He literally gets the vision of Aerith using Holy in the afterlife. Yeah, that part's... The way that part is handled, the way that just that scene is handled, gives me complete confidence. Absolute and complete confidence that wherever these characters are going on this story, however different it might be from the original, if the scenes are handled the same way that shit is, I'm super fucking down. I am super fucking down. There's a lot of story stuff you can tie to music throughout this game. Music is very spoilery with where they're going with stuff and where certain songs are used. And that song being there is pretty big. Cloud doesn't have Zack memories, chat. Like, Cloud thinks he's Zack, but his memories of his past, his glitches and stuff aren't Zack memories. He gets his own. It's him recalling the events of Nibelheim, where he thinks he did what Zack did. That's a bit different. But Cloud getting all these memories of his mother, getting memories of Tifa, getting memories, like, he's slowly drip-fed memories of his actual past throughout the entirety of Final Fantasy VII leading up into the Mind Prison. You know? He doesn't even know who Zack is at this point. Zack never even existed to Cloud at this point. In fact, in the original Final Fantasy VII, Cloud doesn't even mention Zack. Cloud doesn't even mention that Zack exists. It's funny, after you find out the story of it, in the original FF7, Cloud and the party don't even say anything about it. They say nothing. Cloud basically just is Zack. He just took that persona. He instantly forgets about him, yeah. No, even if you do the side quest, the Cloud doesn't acknowledge it. You pretty much get the vision, and that's it, and Cloud mentions nothing about it in the original game. He fucking doesn't. Nobody in the party says anything about it. You just go down there, Cloud goes, and he has a vision, and then he wakes up, and you run back up, and you go fuck with chocobos. Only until Advent Children, right? Only until way later with, like, Advent Children does Cloud acknowledge Zack in some way. Fuck with chocobos? Yeah, yes, in the original FF7, that's where you go fuck with chocobos.
They're still working on the new plate. I don't like this part of Midgar. Back when they were still building Midgar, there was an accident, and the plate fell. People had only just started moving in, so there weren't a lot living there at the time, but...
Oh, that's cool. I just realized that. Little storytelling beat. As you're walking through here, she says they're still working on the plate above, which you can see. Like, hang on a second, I'm getting super drunk right here. Where's the construction of this plate? Yeah, this part right here. She says they're still working on the plate above, and you could hear in the background, like, further distance, the sound of, like, construction and shit, of them working on it way up there. I didn't even realize it. Didn't even realize that. Check the floating sun lamp. What? There's a floating lamp? Where? Oh, that one right there. Yeah, there's a sun lamp in the middle of the construction, and it's not exactly floating. I can see giant steel bars holding it up. Oh, that one! Oh, shit, you're right! Oh my god! Wow, there's another one, it's just not on. It's right, yeah, right above the sword. Wow. It's literally just sitting there in the middle of nowhere. That's some of that Bloodborne shit where you have that one like statue. You just look up and it's just floating in the middle of nowhere. You're like, what the fuck? The hell is that? That's funny. And that's actually in the skybox too. That's funny. Does it show up in the day, chat? It probably doesn't. It's probably only at night, right? The demon lamp. It's an Easter egg. Yeah, that's one, it's a funny Easter egg. This is what second playthroughs are all about. By the way, another incredible example of the most beautiful corridor. Just the most gorgeous corridor. This is just some dank alleyway rock formation, but where they place lights and where they place color, it looks so good.
And that's?
The underside of Sector 6, Wall Market. A real special place. But I'm sure you already knew that, right?
I didn't tell you? I enlisted pretty much right after I left home. Don't know much about this place, or any of the slums.
Well, it took a lot of people to build Midgar, and they all needed to blow off steam. So some traders built an entertainment district. Inns, shops, bars, the works. Folks started pouring in from all over. Business was booming, money was flowing, which attracted the attention of some guys who didn't much care for the law.
And now there isn't any.
Right. But instead of trying to solve the problem, the government decided to just wall it in. And that's how Wall Market began. Out of sight, out of mind, as the old saying goes. For the folks in charge, there's no better way to deal with it.
So it's like a giant veil.
Yeah. Want to see what's behind it?
Not really.
That's good. 'Cause I know a better way to get to Sector 7. One that, tragically, doesn't go through Wall Market. And it's just through this tunnel here. At least it was, back when I was a kid.
All right. No. Good time. Very good time. Jesus, chat, we're at 79.5 hours into this fucking game. God damn. Playtime.